this. And hopefully I hit everything, because once I sit down, I'm not getting back up. The biggest thing I need to know is if the mic is working, which that's Tom's job to let us know. So,
miss.
hello, hello.
Hey, everybody. Oh,
man, I don't like this angle.
Is that Tom?
I think so.
Then adjust. Do you want to adjust? Do you want to switch seats? Are you going to answer me, or are you just...
Tom says ye.
Ye what?
Turn your sound off.
Oh my god. I know. Tom should... Yeah.
Are we all good?
I think so.
Alright. I guess we're gonna start. I'm already awkward. This is weird. Okay.
Hello, I'm here. Oh.
What?
Why does this keep happening? Alex is here.
Hello! I said I wasn't gonna respond, but I already immediately failed on that.
Sorry,
That's fine. Alright. Welcome, everyone, to Here's the Here, a podcast where a group of nerdy friends get together to talk about fandoms, feelings, and just navigating life as late 20-something-year-olds. This is our first official episode, and we're excited to start this adventure with you guys. So I think we'll start with introductions. Do one of you guys want to start? You want me to start?
I'm Anthony. I'm a nerd.
Cool. Be good, Loki.
I'm Sean Wadraska, and I'm a sex addict.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We've already started. Ignore everything that comes out of his mouth and you'll be great. My name's Kaylee, but you can all call me Kay.
My name's Lexi. Hi, everybody.
And not today, but at another time, my husband Tom will also be involved in this. Yeah. So... give me a second, I guess.
We'll give you all the time.
Yeah, because apparently I'm saying everything. Alright, so, how do we all know each other? I've known Lexi since we were in...
Like first grade?
Yeah,
First
like
grade?
that. She's practically my sister.
What?
Okay.
He's telling me to speak up.
Oof.
I sure am.
Go ahead. This is my fiance, Anthony.
Oh,
We've been together
Lex and I met in 2015 in college when I thought her best friend was cute, and then I looked next to her and laid eyes on Lex.
Oh my god.
When he says best friends, he means Kaylee. Okay,
Hey,
so
you're destroying the podcast.
So, unfortunately, I get Kaylee because I'm with Lex.
Oh,
Wow.
that nice.
So incredibly
Which is how I met Sean. Lex brought me back to college, or to high school, and I met Sean to her high school.
Kaylee and I went to high school with Sean. I'm sorry, I keep calling you Kaylee.
That's fine.
Kaylee and I went to high school with Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to bully Kay in high school.
Bullied everybody.
No. Bully?
No.
Did he bully us?
I'm pretty sure he must have.
I felt bullied.
Sean also bullied Anthony
Yeah.
in college.
But I have since reformed.
To a non-bully.
Loki.
This is Loki.
This is my dog Loki, the resident podcast and stream dog, who apparently wants to be on the podcast as well and is causing so much trouble. So this podcast is going to be a mixture of a lot of things, a lot of nerdy conversations, but also episodes talking about deeper things like self-identity and just navigating a world that we've never really fit into. I feel like all of us kind of have felt that way from time and time. There'll probably be some goofy debates. There'll probably be some intense debates. Some fun mini games. And yeah, we decided to do this because we think it's just going to be a great outlet for all of us to just like talk and about whatever we want to talk about, as well as, you know, maybe help others out there. And yeah, do any of you guys want to chime in on something?
I am the, I guess, oddball in this situation, so I'm just here to learn some things. We'll see what happens.
Are you going to watch through the entire MCU?
No.
Yeah, in that case, I am also the oddball.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Marvel movies.
Blasphemy. I know.
I thought
I
you said
watched my fair share with you. I wouldn't have
Hello.
watched them any other way.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You've watched less than half of them.
That's okay. That's enough.
But I appreciate you trying.
That's nice. That's nice.
When it comes to like fandoms, like what would you say your top like fandom of nerdy
Marvel.
stuff? Marvel.
I think comics in general.
I like Star Wars.
So
I don't have the knowledge, but I like it.
Oh, you like it. That matters. Or that counts. Mine's definitely Dungeons and Dragons. 110%.
Dostoevsky.
Oh, jeez.
What is that?
That's
May
my
we-
fandom.
May we elaborate?
He's a Soviet author.
Yeah, Sean is a nerd in not the same sense as any of the other people in this room.
I'm just autistic.
Oh, word.
I think we're all a little tistic.
Yeah.
Let's not say that.
Yeah,
let's
not.
not say that. God. You're off to a great start, Loki.
We're all on the spectrum a little bit.
Oh,
That's right.
Is that better?
That's, yeah, I mean,
I don't know
I feel
if
like there's
that's
a lot
better.
of neurodivergent energy in my office at this moment, so
I'm on the straight and narrow.
I
Okay.
am not.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Um,
Me and Anthony are normal.
no.
We're boys over here.
Normal. That's hilarious.
But yeah, Here's the Here, the name kind of came from just me getting drunk one night and saying it to Anthony and kind of stuck. So I think we're going to keep it. If anything changes in the future, that'll be a thing. But I really don't think that's going to be the case.
No. I like the name.
Yeah.
And our I Spy cover.
That's. I made a very bad cover art last night on Canva. It's not what we're using, but I was just having fun. Because yeah, this podcast, as I mentioned, is just going to be a bunch of random stuff. So for today, I think the main topic is, it was your idea. Do you want to introduce it?
I think today we all should have chosen 3
Two of us definitely did.
fictional characters that we feel best represent us, and like a character that you saw and you felt that you were seen represented correctly. So
Why don't you start?
Yeah.
okay, are we going one by one, or like am I doing all my 3, or
Yeah, and then we can say all your 3, and then we can go more into depth with each one and talk about it.
so I'm gonna start with the Hulk. Because I feel that when I'm calm, I'm just pretty normal. But then there's a side of me that when I get angry, I get angry.
Hulk strength.
And I tend to cause damage without realizing. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a newer one from a movie that just came out, but he's been in Marvel Comics since 2010. And that's Bob from Thunderbolts. Specifically Bob, not his identities in that film. Bob was just a normal guy who was dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. And instead of dealing with it correctly, and I'm not saying that I overdosed on meth or heroin like he did.
Just to clarify here.
But he did, and he kept everything really bottled up so that when he was given accidental potential, he caused accidental mayhem. And it took him coming to terms with that trauma to calm himself down. Yes. And then for my 3rd character, and Lex can attest to this, I'm choosing Mr.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know these.
I don't like that you're laughing.
I have not heard these yet, so
from the incredible
bye.
2003
No.
version
Table.
of the Cat in the Hat, Mr. Humberfloob.
The germaphobe?
Yes.
What?
Not happy.
Because
Why?
because whenever someone says the word sick, I like freak out.
No, but what kind of sick specifically?
Everything, dude. I don't want to get sick. Period.
Right, but what are you more freaked out about?
Dude.
Tummy
sick.
issues.
No, getting sick. I don't want the tummy issues.
Can
I don't
just-
want to get sick.
Just so everybody's aware.
I drive around with hand sanitizer
Anthony
in the
and I
bin.
have 2 children who are 2 and 7, so we basically have like 2 walking petri dishes.
Plus your job.
Plus, I am a preschool teacher, so it's kind of funny. Well, you know, you do have a good immunity. I have to say that. I don't know how or why, but there's been a lot.
You're
of...
going to say that, now tomorrow I'm going to be sick.
Oh my god!
Don't blame me.
Call the police.
Mine is allergies. I'm not sick.
So, Hulk, Bob,
Fucking
and Mr.
Humberflube.
Humberflube,
What the? Can you say you're fired?
you're fired!
So dumb. And is that your conclusion? Do you have a concluding statement?
In conclusion, yes.
Okay.
Do you see any like common threads between those 3 characters?
Anger.
Mr. Humberflube.
Except for
He's
the loud.
firing people for no reason.
Okay.
Where'd my doll go?
He's right here.
Okay. Sorry, need to always check in on where the frick the Loki is.
Yeah, the first one's definitely anger. The second one's definitely trauma and depression. And the third one is just because I'm weird.
Which I mean, the trauma and anger, which is a theme in mine as well, I think go hand in hand.
And I just want to say I totally came up with this to make it into a joke. And then Tom took both of my jokes when I came up with it.
But I think, like, I'm happy it didn't become a joke, because when you said it, like, at first I was like, I have no idea what the heck I'm going to choose. But then, like, when I really thought about it, like, for people, especially if you, like, feel like you've never really fit in, when you get to see a character in media, I know personally for me, a lot of characters in media have not only helped shape who I am, but have helped me, like, accept pieces of myself, which, again, I'll get into more when I do my 3. But, Sean, you want to go next?
Yeah, Mr. Clean,
Here we go.
Now,
for obvious reasons.
Did you choose all on physical?
all.
No, not all.
Not all, just 2.
The Monopoly Man.
Do you have a monocle?
That's actually
Oh my
He
god.
doesn't wear- he
He
doesn't wear-
doesn't have a monocle.
He doesn't
Look
have
it
a
up.
monocle?
No.
We totally should have dressed up
Common
as one of our
misconception.
characters.
Third for me would be Razumikin from Crime and Punishment. I guess you could describe his character as someone whose passion for life kind of just caused a lot of negative things to be attracted to him. And he's Raskolnikov's counterpart, so he never lost that passion, but Raskolnikov did, and he ends up, killing a lady with an axe. I'm the other guy.
I'm not that
Again, let's make this clear. I'm not that
I'm
one.
not the guy who kills a lady with the axe. I'm the other guy, because you can't lose that.
Did you say the other 2 just because I put those in chat?
You did give me those sites.
But they
Razumikin is the
resonated.
only one.
They did. He said, "Oh my god, I think I have to rethink my life."
Exactly. And that's it.
I don't even want to ask, do you see a common thread between those 3? Because the first 2 are purely physical.
That is interesting. No.
Now that you ask.
Well, Mr. Clean doesn't have a mustache.
What does that...
Still.
I don't think, Razumikin... Yeah, I don't know.
Let me ask you a question.
He's Russian.
Get ready.
Did you watch Super Bowl this year?
I did not.
Never mind.
Okay.
Well, I'm interested. What is your question with the...
You can't answer it.
No, but... I guess that's true. But I'm on...
There's a commercial, okay? And it's for I think it's for an alcohol. No, or Doritos.
Those are 2.
Wow.
I can't remember.
Both poison.
A lot of famous men who are known for their mustaches,
Oh.
they all lose them.
Oh, yeah.
And they fly
They fly away.
Weird commercial.
And I was going to ask if you felt like very seen in that commercial.
Sorry.
I'm sure if I saw it, I would feel very seen.
All right, watch it for next episode.
There was a lot of like bodily horror commercials this year with the Super Bowl.
I feel like there was one with eyebrows. There was one with mustaches and one with eyebrows.
And there was also
that they
some.
flew
I
with.
forgot which one. There was one that was
Well, that's
really.
because
The
Patrick
seal
Mahomes-
one. The
Oh,
yeah.
Mountain Dew.
Baby!
Oh, that was so creepy.
Seal being a seal.
Yeah, that was
I did see that one.
insane.
That one was sent to me after the Super Bowl.
Did you want to drink Baja Blast after that?
I sure did, but I couldn't.
Oh, never mind.
All right. Well, I guess it's my
It's
turn.
Kay's turn.
I have notes because that's just who I am. All right. So, my first character is one that I've kind of always like resonated with, which is Harley Quinn from the DC universe. But when I started really like taking this like thing more seriously, I think, than anyone else, which is just how I am. You did really good. You I will start with, because two of yours was purely physical.
Razumika, that's a great character.
You're going to the principal's office when we're done.
Two of yours was
Fuck.
purely physical.
You have to stay after class.
Anyway.
Alright, Walker, listen. I'm all about that money, Monopoly, man. And I'm clean, Mr. Clean. I mean,
Well, good. Well, that's good to know.
Sure.
You're clean?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
clean. What's in this cup?
What the hell does that have to do with being clean?
Anyway, Harley's always been a very chaotic and like passionate character. She's like the definition of too much, I think, in my opinion. But in the animated series, specifically on Max, Harley's entire arc and journey in the show is reclaiming her identity and embracing her own power, and working through codependency and trauma and finding her true voice. And I think where I'm at in my life, that's why I really related to her and chose her as my first character. She also shows signs of possible borderline personality disorder, which is something I deal with, as well as her journey of finding out her own sexual identity, because she realizes throughout the show that she has feelings for Poison Ivy. And being someone who realized my sexuality later in life, that I was bisexual, it's nice kind of seeing that through the media. And one of my other characters is the same way. But my second character is Jinx from Arcane, another psychopath. We have a theme here. But no, she's
I'm scared.
she's very
we're in an
misunderstood.
office right
Fine.
now. Is this door open?
I trapped
Loki's like,
Roll.
what?
Loki, it's okay. But no, Jinx is a very misunderstood character who's constantly battling inner chaos, and her... Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, there we go. Her trauma shapes her identity, even before she becomes Jinx. So when she's a kid, she goes by her regular name, Powder, and it's not until... Also, apologize, my voice is horrible. Here we go. It's not until something really traumatic happens that she then goes by the name Jinx, which she kind of takes ownership and power from that name, because growing up she was always told that she wasn't enough, she wasn't strong enough, she always fucked up everything. And when this trauma happens and she basically changes, she starts going by the name Jinx. In not as intense of a way. Me kind of telling my friends and you guys and my Twitch community to call me Kay versus Kaylee is kind of that switch for me of trying to rise above a lot of trauma and bullshit that I went through. But yeah, at the end of the day, Jinx is a survivor, and her mind is constantly attacking her. And again, going back to borderline personality disorder, that's a very common trait of having just a lot of negative thoughts. And last character I chose is Amity Blight from Owl House, and it's interesting because when I first wrote this, I chose the main character of Owl House, Luce, and then I started doing research and realized, no, I'm definitely more like Amity. So Amity is someone who, for most of her life, tries to be what everyone else wants her to be. She just tries to be perfect. She wants to make everyone happy, her family proud, and she hides behind a mask. And it's not until she meets Luce that that mask starts to crumble, and she realizes that the person she is good enough to be loved. She has a deep fear of disappointing people, and that fear runs her life, which I can definitely relate to. She also, again, another thing of figuring out her sexuality and accepting it throughout the show. And the biggest thing I think with her is like she starts off very guarded and cold, and you can tell when she's around people that she actually feels like she could be herself with. She's a lot happier and goofy, and I think they can definitely agree with that I'm similar in that way.
Damn, I should have wrote notes.
Told you.
Do you see any similarities between the three of them?
Trauma.
Word, we
Trauma,
love that.
self-identity,
I just
and working through that. And I think also just being your true self. I think all three of these characters tried to be someone else, whether it was because of society or because of family or whatever. And then as their arc grows, they kind of come into their own and their self-identity. Why is everyone looking at me? I expected this to go on a lot longer.
Is it my turn? I'll go.
Yes.
Okay, so to be very honest, I did not have any characters prepared, and I kind of just hit me a little while ago why that is. So as I mentioned before, I am a mom of a 7 and 2-year-old, and I don't know if anybody here has heard the term "getting your pink back," which I pulled it up just so it's called. People use the term "getting your pink back." It refers to the process of a mother or anyone experiencing similar periods of intense focus on caring for others, regaining their sense of self, energy, and vitality. I might be getting this wrong, but when flamingos give birth, they like pour all themselves obviously into their baby, and they lose their like deep pink color, and like as the baby gets older, it comes back. So I almost think that the reason that I was unable to think of a character that represented me was because I don't really know myself right now. I'm in a weird stage in my life. I had my oldest very young, so I didn't really get to experience that like growing. Even though I was 20, it's not necessarily a teenager, but you're still very young mentally and physically, and you have a lot of lessons to learn. And I felt like, it has. You know, I jumped from being somebody who was living her best life, and I was in college, and like I was really involved in the theater, and I was like killing it, and I was really excited to go, further down that road. And all of a sudden, I'm heavily pregnant without knowing, and you just do what you got to do. And the longer, down the line, I had my youngest, and you kind of just forget how to take care of yourself rather than take care of rather than the ones that you have to take care of, and bits of you kind of fall away. We're not going to get emotional. We're not going to.
Oh, that's definitely going to happen multiple times on this podcast.
So, with all that being said, I have. I don't know a lot about myself right now. I don't really have any sort of, things that I like to do, or I just don't even know, because it's been such a long time of me just caring for my kids. And I think any mom that listens to, or any parent in general, can relate to that in some way. Where you kind of just lose your sense of self, and it's hard because you think because you're doing the right thing in pouring your all into your kids or your family or whatever it might be. So yeah, that's my soapbox. I guess what I'd like to do in this is kind of learn more about myself and maybe find things that I like that I didn't even think about before, or just anything. It's good sometimes to just step away and focus on yourself. And I always use the term like you can't pour from an empty cup, but it's a lot easier said than done. It's hard to to say, okay, I'm gonna go do this, and nobody talked to me. Meanwhile, a perfect example, I went to visit my cousin in Texas in August, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get away from the kids. I'm so excited. And literally every day I cried because I missed them. And so it's hard to kind of like find that balance of still, caring and loving and whatever, but also caring enough about yourself to want to have your own thing and your own time and your own hobbies and likes and dislikes. So yeah,
I think voice is gone again. I think it's very important just to have that self identity no matter what, because if you're lacking that, like, you just like can't function.
right.
Like, I deal with dissociation a lot, so a lot of the times it just feels like I'm walking through a dream.
Mhm.
And I think when I started to really realize, like, I'm denying pieces of myself, that's what's making that dissociation strong. Because if you don't know, it's so like cliche, but it's like if you don't know who you are,
Right.
you can't give yourself fully
Right.
to anything.
And I always say that I just feel like I'm on autopilot. And like I do what I have to do, and but I don't. I just do what I have to do, and like that's about it. So, and you don't even really realize it until a lot of time has gone by. In my case, years have gone by. So yeah, I've been wanting to take steps to sort of slowly ease my way back into being like an individual and not just mom. And it's hard, but eventually we'll get there.
You'll get there.
We'll see when that happens, but we'll see. Well, we'll get there.
I'm gonna try to help a lot this summer.
I'm looking
Learn
forward
who
to the
Lexi
summer.
is, not just mommy.
So that should be fun. That's all.
It's good. So, out of the characters we all said, do we see any common themes within all of them?
We're all traumatized.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
Trauma, rage. And what do you think that says about I don't like how I wrote this. What do you think that says about the kind of people we are and the media we resonate with?
I think our generation, I don't want to say generation, makes us sound like we're 80, but we, like, our age group is still, like, I feel like I'm all over the place, but I don't feel like we're almost
That's what
30.
this is.
I don't feel like we're almost 30.
Oh, no, I don't either.
feel like we're still, like, in our early, physically, maybe not, but, like,
Yeah.
like, mentally, it's hard, like, you kind of revert back to, I don't know, that type of.
You just raise your hand.
Anthony raised his hand.
I did.
So we're gonna look
We need
at Anthony.
a talking stick.
I think our generation goes through a lot of trauma because our parents, I don't know, with the introduction of like video games and like media being readily available, like our parents, I feel, were like the first parents, the first generation of parents to just be like, here's the TV, I'm gonna go do what I want to do. So we had so much time to ingest things that maybe we shouldn't have at a very young age. Like, I was playing Grand Theft Auto 3 at 4 years old.
We were in that weird in between where we got to get like VHS tapes and that kind of stuff, and now we're like at the iPhone 16, whatever.
Exactly.
So
That's what I was getting
Yeah.
at. Like, I remember VHSs. Now we're on 4K Blu-rays. Like, I remember the N64 and the PS1. Now we're on the PS5 and the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen a lot of transition, and not that stuff like this hasn't come before us, but it's come
so fast.
with
Yeah,
us.
that's what I was going to say. It's been rapid, just constantly.
It's like
It's just a lot to ingest.
maybe not 5 years ago. But yeah, like even 5 years ago, like there was never any thought of an AR headset like the Apple Pro, or whatever they call it, the
Right.
Meta, whatever. There was no thought of Ray-Ban putting AI into your glasses so that you,
Right.
like, it's a lot and like fast.
Yeah.
Like,
Even like
Very
year to
fast.
year.
like there was just a bunch of strikes last year so that like writers and actors and directors would be safe from AI use in those fields.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy and it's scary. Like, I don't know if I fully like AI. Like, it's just scary. I don't know.
It's
We think it's funny when we're like, ooh, a duck with the head of a with the head of a fairy. Like, yes, like that's funny, but like thinking about all
duck
of
with
the
a head of a fairy.
whatever it is.
Freaks me out.
Crazy.
I hate all of it.
Scammers are taking voices of like elderly people and using AI to use that to call you and be like, hello.
Well, thank God I don't answer any of them because I don't have the time for that.
I think we can honestly do an entire episode talking about AI because I think that where AI is right now and the potential it still has is insane.
It's all going to the same place, though. The machine gods are coming. You guys better be nice to your
You mean-
phones.
The
Arnold
robots.
Schwarzenegger?
I mean, they're already here. You know,
True.
when you know, the route that you take to work, who plans it? AI.
Me.
Even the
technically.
prescriptions you take, like a lot of those daily decisions are informed
This is deep for me.
already by AI.
That's what this podcast
Yeah.
is.
And that's
I'm
just
happy
going to
to hear
keep becoming more
Okay.
and more the case.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, like I said, our parents, I feel, were the first generations to park us in front of a screen and not give a shit. And we're not any better.
No, the thing is we talk about this from time to time. Where at our son's school, our son is in 2nd grade, and there's kids on his bus, even younger than him, that have iPhones. To me, that's scary.
Like
What does a 5, 6, 7-year-old need to
He knew-
have that access to the internet for?
He knew most of the Minecraft movie before him and I went and saw the Minecraft movie.
And like it's funny, but also because there's just so many things on the internet that they don't need access to. There's, first of all, I understand why some people might want their child to have a cell phone so that they can
Watch
see where they
beheading
are or
videos.
whatever.
It's not on Reddit.
That's
But
the first time I tried to hit you. This
I
whole
think-
podcast, I'm impressed it took this long.
I think media can be a really scary thing, and I think maybe it's because we grew up with like, don't go in chat rooms. There's creepers in there. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
now
and
it's
then we all
Now
log on
we
to
all-
Omegle.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
like now it's like a whole. It's not just. It's literally, if they have a phone, they have the world in their pocket.
Mhm.
Like they could literally type whatever they wanted into any search engine. And is that even what they're called anymore?
Yeah.
Do we refer to them as search engines?
That's what Alex
Well-
Jones calls it.
I don't know what that is.
Google is basically AI at this point.
Right. So they could literally look up anything, and that is frightening.
Did you ever use Ask Jeeves?
Jeez.
I have not.
Who
I'm
is
pretty
Jeeves?
sure it was before Ask Jeeves was ask.com before ask.com was ask.com.
Oh.
And it had this little butler and he was holding like a platter and it said, "What do you need today, sir?" And you would ask Jeeves a question. So you'd be like, "Why is my butternut squash purple?" And like it had a program robot be like, "Oh, your butternut squash is purple because you colored it that way. Butternut squash
Notice that.
is never purple."
What?
I just.
This is the early 2000s. Like we were using Ask Jeeves in 2nd grade.
Yeah. Media is just a scary thing to me.
He asks because, believe it or not, I'm the youngest.
I know that was.
It's a little babe.
I should have asked
we
Haley,
probably-
the oldest.
We should have said, we should go around quickly.
These are not my children.
and just say ages, because that might be important. So,
28. I turned 29 in a month and a half.
26. I turn 27 next month.
we have to say 29. I'll be 30 in December.
I'm 28. I'll be 29 in November. Yeah, that's a little scary.
I hate
So
saying that out loud.
You know, I thought
Be
I thought you were
30.
2 years older than me before we met.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone
Anthony thought
thought-
I was so
What an
intimidating.
armor.
Well,
I didn't
not for
talk to her
nothing.
for so long.
That was like a phase in my life where I had like 15 piercings. I wore combat boots with every
That is
outfit,
true.
and I had winged eyeliner.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I was like,
Edgy.
that
phase.
was like my vibe. Like
Yeah, I
I
know.
was trying to scare
He's
people
like,
away.
yeah.
You were sexy.
Isn't that
No,
nice?
you are. You are.
See,
Plugged right into that.
that was the vibe back then in 2015.
We've been together we're going on 10 years this year. Will we make it?
That's crazy. Stop
Make it so
saying
what?
that. Jesus.
Sean might weasel his way in between us.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my god.
Going back to like what it says relating to the characters, would everyone agree with me saying that we were all people that kind of had to grow up too
Yeah.
fast?
Oh, yeah.
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 She did it quicker than me. It took me a while.
He didn't answer.
Who's she, me?
I don't need to.
Who's she, me?
I'm talking not even
We're not talking about sushi.
not even just with that, with having a kid, but
Yeah.
even prior to that.
Oh, yeah.
I think we
No.
Oh, yeah.
No?
No.
We
No.
definitely did.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely didn't.
I
mean, I was sitting in the dorm room playing board games and watching movies and.
Well, what about like emotionally?
Yeah, mentally.
Well, yeah.
That's not
well,
what I said. I said emotionally.
No,
Sorry.
because I feel
Mentally,
like
emotionally. Were you
no, I feel like a lot of people. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of people who deal with trauma and depression and stuff like that recognize it in like high school, or at least the startings of it in high school.
Yeah.
And it took my high school girl, me and my high school girlfriend breaking up to really understand that I was very depressed and not knowing how to handle it. Like, that summer I realized how broken my family was. That summer I realized that, like, I'm not a good person. And it took me a while to, like, fix it to an extent, but come to terms that I'll probably never be. And, I mean, it took till college to really start talking to someone about it. So, I mean, it was college where I started realizing that. But even more past it, like, it took, like, a year after Adrian was born was when I started seeing a therapist regularly. And then when I got to a good place, I stopped seeing her, which I probably shouldn't have done, but, you know.
I feel like I've always been maybe too
been the mom of the
emotionally
group.
mature, and I don't. I'm gonna. I have childhood trauma. My life was not terrible. My parents were divorced, yes, but whatever. We're not gonna go down that road. I have always been maybe too, like, I would take on too much. Like, I kind of absorbed everybody else's BS and just kind of, okay, like, I was talking to Sean about this the other day, how I'm, like, the queen of suppression. Like, I just kind of, like...
And I told her that's a good thing.
It's not, though.
It can be.
It is in the moment.
It
Yes,
is in the
exactly.
moment, but it's
Yeah.
gonna catch up to you. And
One
when it
day.
catches
That's why I have gray hairs. It just grows right out of my head.
Because, like, it is... Because my grandma will say it all the time, how, like, she just puts things on a shelf and she leaves it there. Mental shelf. And, like, that's great, but at some point that shelf's gonna collapse.
Yeah.
And if you don't recognize it, and it sucks, like, I feel like at where I'm at right now, I'm really going through that, like, hard healing, and it fucking sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, because you suddenly, like, wake up to a lot of shit, and you're like, oh, wow, this is, but, like, you have to kind of
Maybe I'm, like, in
feel it
denial.
and recognize it.
Maybe that's, like, I
I mean,
know it's
yeah.
coming, and I'm like, we'll just keep, it's fine. Everything's fine. We'll just keep putting that back there, and we'll figure that.
I don't know. I just feel like as long as you're doing what you need to do and you're not bothering anybody, there's no reason to believe that, you know, kind of like stuffing that down is going to come back to you. People have been doing this for thousands of years, you know, like if you...
But you don't see what goes on behind the closed door of those people. The strongest person
of
you know
course.
might be falling apart every night because they can't process something.
Look at
That's
Robin
very
Williams.
That's very
And
true.
Yes, that's what I was.
Didn't
All
they
very
say
true.
that the disease he had, like, the vast majority of people ended up dying?
No,
It was, like,
it's 100% mortality rate.
I don't even
100%.
remember what it was called. It was something, I don't know. But
Every single case of that ends up in suicide. Every single one.
well, anyway,
I mean, yeah.
to delight them.
going off
I
on
want
this.
Robin Williams back.
I do
We
too.
all do. And I will mention this because May is Mental Health Awareness Month as well as Borderline Personality Awareness Month. So you saying that, like, people who have borderline, the suicide rate is extremely high because it's a disorder that stems from trauma And I think and correct me if I'm wrong, chat or whatever, but I believe 28 is actually the age that most people with borderline live to, because it gets to be so bad that they can't handle it. So yeah, that's, I think, the biggest thing is like, you don't know. I'm not saying suppression is completely bad, but just know that at some point it might catch up and affect you.
Absolutely. No, I'm not, disagreeing with that. It's just
Sometimes
having something to focus on, like in your
Yeah.
case, a greater good.
yeah.
That really.
Because I could lay in bed all day and cry myself to sleep every night. I could do that. No, I don't really. The thing is I don't really have time to do that.
Exactly.
So you just kind of like move on, and sometimes things work themselves out, and other times not so much. Again, is that the most healthy coping mechanism? Probably not. But you I guess eventually when people say that your 30s are much better than your 20s, and I am
keep hearing.
praying.
It's
that is maybe I'll have like some revelation.
20 sucked.
I keep thinking of the guy from Good Dinosaur. They give me a revelation.
Oh,
Maybe you'll have a revelation.
a revenant.
No, I don't know what that means.
I'll keep the label facing myself.
That is apple juice.
This is juice, guys. It's okay.
As we talk about
They
suppression.
definitely can't see Evan Williams on the back.
Oh, son of a bitch. Wow, me.
Do you have a coping mechanism?
Are you
Right.
insinuating that alcohol is mine?
No? Do you have a coping mechanism?
Writing has always been my outlet. Writing, I used to write a lot of really deep poetry, but lately it's been my fantasy series that I'm writing, and just kind of...
Which is a banger, by the way. I read it.
Sean has read the first
Shout
draft.
out, Sean
It's a
says.
banger.
Writing that and putting pieces of myself into characters, and then kind of working through certain traumas of my own through those characters. I mean, my main character, again, one of her main things is she's never felt like she's fit in anywhere, and I think that's been a very, very consistent feeling my entire life, which I think also showed in the three characters that I chose, of like never just always feeling different and not truly understanding why that is. Even when I'm around like people who are like me, and like even when I'm around you guys, there are still moments where it's just like, oh, I feel so on the outside, and it's nothing that you guys are doing, it's just something internally in myself that's like, I will never fit in no matter where I am.
I feel that.
Yeah.
It's when I hang out with my bosses.
I was just about to say, I think our son is going through something similar to that. And it's crazy to see, like, so young, just with him not being able to verbalize it, like, you can just feel it. And it's, like, as adults, like, you can process that emotion and be like, maybe I'm just being silly. But as a 7-year-old, it's just like your whole world is like crashing down in school, and like nobody likes you and nobody wants to be your friend. Like, and that doesn't necessarily go away as you get older.
No.
I know that I've always kind of felt it. Like, I knew that there were things I was good at, but I was always like, oh, like, I'm not actually good at this. Maybe, I'll just try this instead. And maybe I'm making this up in my head that I'm actually good at this, and nobody actually feels the same. Like, it's hard. I'm assuming I have ADHD. We're not going to self-diagnose, but we're just going to assume that I have ADHD, and you kind of like don't feel like you fit into a box with everybody else.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, but I guess it's, as you get older, we should be learning to like embrace it, I guess. But it's never going to be 100%. Like, you're never going to, feel totally, at home with any group or person or whatever. You're always going to kind of have that voice in the back of your head.
Yeah. I wrote a line, see if I can remember it, in my book about how it felt almost like everybody was given one book and you were given a different book, and then you were expected to know what was in the book that everyone else got.
I remember
and
that.
You just
I
sit
cried
there.
when I read that.
You just sit there and you're like, I don't understand. I didn't read this book that you all had. And I think there's been many times in my life that I felt that way of just like, I don't get it.
I used to have dreams that I would wake up and I would be backstage in a show that everybody else rehearsed and knew, and I would be pushed out, and there was a spotlight, and you're like,
oh my god,
you're like, where the hell am I? And I always thought that was like weird, but as I've gotten older, I'm like, that is a metaphor.
I still have those dreams.
Right? Like they're performing some number, and then all of a sudden you're like, here you go, and you're like, I don't know what show this is. I don't know where I am. I don't know. Am I singing? Am I doing a monologue? Am I dancing? Who knows? We have no idea what's happening. Like, you're just kind of dropped into something.
Do you ever succeed in those dreams?
No, I wake up in a panic.
When I wake up,
I do.
You succeed?
I just wing it.
Listen,
In the
improv. Sometimes improv can be better than anything else. So
It's
hey,
very true. Try to tell the kids that in theater. Yeah. No, I think that.
Like when Paige couldn't get my shirt off in Streetcar, I was just like, let me help you out there.
Gotta be quick on your feet when it comes to theater.
But I would wake up in a panic, like, why does everybody else know around me what's happening, and I don't have any, like, I don't know what's happening.
I think we also grew up in a generation where neurodivergence in any case was not, especially with the girls, was not nearly as common or diagnosed. Like, I look back at stuff from my childhood and I'm like, oh, it was clear as fucking day that I wasn't neurotypical.
Right.
But back then, the doctors were like, oh, she's fine, because I had more of the internal, which a lot of girls who have ADHD, autism, and all, like anything on the spectrum, it's a lot of internal. While guys or boys usually, it's more of an
Like
external behavioral thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah!
Give me that, bro.
Up top.
Right now.
Okay. High fiving for mental illness. Up top.
I don't know. I acted exactly like Adrian when I was younger. Maybe sometimes worse.
I see, like,
Used to hit my
The-
sister with bats.
the rage.
Love that.
Like the animal.
Just pulled a bat out of the sky.
Used to open the top to the well and then just...
Oh, well.
Yeah, and then I would jump down, I'd be Batman.
Oh, jeez.
I had a splinter.
I knew I was neurodivergent
How?
when girls stopped hugging me on the playground.
Do you know what I did?
That might have been something else, but maybe you don't have to go there. I could probably tell you why they stopped hugging you.
My God.
I don't know if it has anything to do with your mental health.
Splinter has
No.
been removed.
I will say, going
I
back
don't know where it went, but it's gone.
to the Hulk character,
Oh.
I think I can also relate with that one.
Mm.
Like I've said before, when I get really angry, I get Hulk strength to a very bad degree. I've ripped a car door handle off before. Yeah. It was during Laramie. My ex got me really ticked off.
Oh, I remember that.
And I walked out. We were leaving the diner to get back to a show because for some reason we went in between shows.
Yeah.
And I walked to my mom's car, grabbed the handle, pulled, and it ripped right off. And I just looked at it and went, well, oh, I don't know. My mom's staring at me like, what the hell did you just do? Yeah, I've broken a chair before by just literally shaking. So
I've broken a lot of chairs. Literally
Hulk
just
strength.
by sitting.
Hulk strength is... That's not what I meant, but...
My go-to is just, like, sobbing in, like, a steaming hot shower. I just sit on the floor and have a good sob.
Do you feel like...
I want to do that. That actually
That
sounds
sounds so
so
nice.
It is very
You
nice.
know what my new
Very
thing is?
nice.
When I'm alone, like driving to work or home,
I'm scared.
I put on
That's a really good one. I like that song.
I put on
Seems to fit.
Disappear from Dear Evan Hansen, and I just start crying.
Dude. I listen to Dear Evan Hansen when I'm sad too.
Now you should high five. Now is a good time to high five.
Hold on, my arm is stuck.
Give me that, dude. Learn to slam on the brink.
Before I even turn the key.
Yeah, yeah. A nice belting session is also nice in the car. Yeah. No, but I live for a good just get
No, I don't sing
scald
it.
my skin in the
I
shower.
don't sing it. I just listen and give little tears.
I haven't cried
Have you
so
wa-
long. It's
Have you
probably
watched the
since-
Dear Evan Hansen movie?
I
Cry
have.
like every day.
What did you?
I saw the movie first. An ex of mine sort of dragged me to it. I was like, "What is this shit? Like, go drink protein."
Forgetting that he was a theater kid. But
Yeah,
we'll move right
Sean
past
tries to be this like
Macho,
manly
yeah.
macho, but he's not.
I don't claim that at all.
I claim no.
You do
Don't
like every
claim it.
5 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Well, you know, I was kind of put through the ringer a bunch of different times in my life. Like, that's not what men do. You know, like, that's not what you should be. You know, you like things need doing, and you got to do them, which is the case for everybody, of course. But somehow along the way, for some reason, that was tied to things that weren't manly. And I guess it's because, like, growing up with ADHD, like, there's not a lot of things you can do on your own. And you throw these, like, hobbies on top of that. That ain't gonna make daddy happy.
See, there it is.
maybe if you could actually function, but yeah.
How did you get into theater? What made you join? Because you joined your sophomore year?
I liked Cinderella.
What?
The person.
Oh, I was that person!
That was really it. I liked her, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
Why Tom joined theater to get close to me. So that's...
Yep. And then we ended up hating each other.
Yep.
And you loved theater because you stayed with it.
Exactly.
Well, until your senior year.
Did you have a question?
No, gonna raise his hand. Wait, I like this topic. How did you get into theater, Anthony?
Yeah.
Oh, so my friend's sister did a production of Oliver, and I went to go see it, and I was like, oh, that's gay.
Okay. Are we allowed to say that?
I mean...
It's back.
Can I redo my monologue? Because I would have said that a bunch of times.
No, and then the next summer they were doing The Music Man, and me and my buddy Kieran were like, he was soccer, I was football. We were like, let's be like the quintessential jocks that try out for the theater and ruin the show. The show never got ruined, and we stopped playing our sports. We both went in.
Come to the theater side.
Well, no, because it took me a couple years. So that was the summer program in my town, and I did 3 summers of the summer program while doing football around it. And even freshman year, of high school, I didn't do theater or chorus. Sophomore year, I met the chorus teacher. And the chorus teacher put me in 3 different chorus classes. She moved my whole schedule around, made me audition for the play. And that was enough to then get me full steam. And literally within the next year, I was running and directing at a local theater in my town. And I was running and directing like 3 different shows for them, while being in like 1 or 2 shows for them, while doing the school show, while still auditioning and doing the summer thing. So it was just...
And that was the theater that Adrian just had his first show at, which was kind of cool.
And then my senior year, another theater opened in my town. So throw that theater into it too, because I started doing shows for them. So like junior and senior year was just theater.
Yeah, the theater bus hit you hard.
Yeah. And then obviously college happened. I did 1 show. Did lighting for another. And that was it.
And then we had a baby.
What was your last role?
Wedding Singer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Robbie Hart.
Mine was Tony from Billy Elliot.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Did you dance with a chair?
No, I wasn't Billy. I was his older brother.
Okay.
Mine was Elle's mom and Ensemble in Legally Blonde.
You didn't do
Duchess.
band the Inishman?
No. Legally
Okay.
Blonde was my last show.
My last show was Legally Blonde as Paulette, right?
Yeah, but we auditioned for a production of
Well-
Oliver.
I auditioned for Oliver at a this makes me so sad. I auditioned for okay, backing up. Sean and I did Oliver together as Bill and Nancy,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved playing Nancy. It was depressing, but it was just a great.
It's a
I
fun show,
loved.
guys.
Yeah, I loved playing Nancy, and in like I don't know, maybe like March of 2017.
March is when we found out.
So
End of February
Yeah.
we auditioned.
I went to auditions, and I
With
was in
Patty Webb.
callbacks with one other girl. And literally, while I was waiting to hear back
You did the callback.
I did the callback, and we were waiting to hear the decision. And during that, I found out that I was 28 weeks pregnant. So for those of you who are not pregnant people, or
7 months.
that's 7 months out of 9 months that I was pregnant. And the run of the show was during my due date. So that was that. And
Didn't you
I was
found
like,
out
did you
that
ever
we were-
find out if you got...
no, I emailed, and I said, I might actually have the email.
They were pissed. They were upset.
They wanted me to come back, and obviously we are far away, but let me see if I can find it.
Okay, well that's happening. Robbie Hart was not my. I mean, I kept doing like, cabarets and stuff in college, but
Robbie Hart was your last role. Yeah.
yeah,
Let's see.
It's kind of fitting that Tony was my last role, because his whole thing in that show is like trying to get his little brother to not do ballet at all costs.
that's okay.
Because he's supposed to be in the mines.
My last character finally gets to marry the love of his life, and then gets left at the altar.
Yeah, see.
But then you find the love of your life at the end of
Well,
it.
we'll see if she leaves him at the altar.
Oh, you forget how Wedding Singer ends.
That's right, Sean. You came into my life out of nowhere.
Oh, jeez.
So it was down to me and one other girl, for Nancy, and I emailed. One day, let's see what day this was. This was on March 14th. I said, "Hi, blank. This is Alexis. I just want to make sure that I wrote my email neatly enough to read, because I hadn't seen an email yet. So I thought that I had been like doxxed. Like I thought they were like, she was boring. This is like my ADHD brain. Like
She was
immediately,
boring.
like I immediately thought that I was terrible. They didn't want anything to do with me, and I didn't get anything back. And then I guess he was just confused why I didn't get an email, because he sent one. And on the 15th, so a day later, I sent, hi, blank. Unfortunately, I just had something personal come up that would affect my availability during the entire run of the show. It would be kind of pointless for me to come to callbacks tomorrow. I'm super grateful for the opportunity, and I hope I have the chance to work with you again in the future. Can I tell you that I remember typing this, and I was sobbing. Like, I was so excited about this. Like, my first thing out of school, I was like, my voice was the best it had ever been. My acting chops were, like, I was so pleased with where I was. And I'm writing this, and I'm like, my life's fucking ruined. Like, everything that I have worked so hard for and put my soul into is just over. And it is, maybe not. Right now it is. Maybe one day we'll get back there. But that was literally...
Never give up hope of returning, because down the line...
That was literally the saddest email I have ever... And it was a day after. A day after I was like, hey, I didn't hear back. Like, just wondering. I'm really excited to hear back from you. And then just...
You should have flat out told them, like, I just found out I'm 7 months pregnant.
Yeah, I was
She
trying
might
to,
have
like...
told you, like, hey, you come in anyway.
We can be pregnant, Nancy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry to
So.
barge in like this.
Going back to the questions for those, how did you get in theater? Was it just something that was always there?
Her dad.
Well, yes and
Well,
no.
that's what I was asking.
My dad was in a very, very well-known band around the area. I want to say like in the 80s and 90s.
Something like that.
Like literally anybody you talk to, or if
I would still do work up there, and they'd be like,
they hear
"Oh
the
my
last,
God."
I almost said my last name, but if you
why
hear
he
the
fucking
last name,
introduced
oh yeah,
himself with his
person
whole
like
fucking
the
name.
government. But people would hear
They
my
already
last
know.
name and be like, "Oh, are you Vinny's daughter? Like he played at my wedding, he played at my sister's wedding, he played at my brother's wedding." Like they had a very professional band. They were very, very well known. People loved them, and my dad was like that's where he got all the bitches. Like my dad was married 3 times. He was owning that shit. He loved being in the band, and that was just like his bread and butter. He loved it so much. And as I got older, like, you know, I was musical, and him and I would go to shows all the time, and I was always in chorus, and I started in middle school. And you think that you're just doing it to have fun, and then it's like addicting. Like you can't, especially when you feel like you're good at it for once, and it's something that just like comes naturally to you.
Amen.
And
Finding your place.
right, and
Right.
it's also for any theater people out there listening, you get it, like the community that you get, and the friends that you make, and the connections that you have,
Pussy.
bro. Yeah, I know for a second.
To be fair, I found
No.
I found love through theater.
I mean, I did too.
Stop looking at me.
Oh, you're beautiful.
How do you go from pussy to that? Like,
I
I know. Anyway,
Oh, by the way.
but you
So rude.
it's a lot more than just.
You got me in trouble.
Sorry, man.
It's a lot more than just being
You're
on
uninvited
stage.
to the barbecue on Sunday.
Oh!
That's understandable.
I can't.
Who's gonna eat the carnitas? I can't eat them.
I'm pumped.
Oh, you're still gonna bring them though?
Oh, I just drop them off.
Yeah. So they'll get eaten.
I could do that.
Don't forget, this is Kaylee's barbecue.
Oh my
That's
god.
right. So can you re-invite me now that I've been uninvited?
I don't know, let's see how.
You may be invited to the
Promise you
barbecue,
may
but it's
throw
my
this
property.
It's, oh my god.
So maybe you and me could just do something in the street.
do what?
Oh, like David Bowie and Mick Jagger.
I'm
Damn,
not
you are no
cultured.
man.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh my god.
They made
Before
sorry,
you interrupt.
oh yeah,
him,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyhow, for those of you who may or may not be theater kids, it's a lot more than just like getting on stage and singing. It's just like a feeling.
Family.
Family,
You-
home.
Just in like
Auditorium's still my home.
right, like it just doesn't feel like anything else. Like I played sports. Well, I didn't play sports. I played a sport. I played volleyball. Like, so I didn't have a lot of experience with that, but you just don't get the same connection out of that as you do with. It's very like raw. Like people just become very comfortable with you. Maybe sometimes a little too comfortable.
trauma bonding.
A little bit too comfortable. But I know your theater apartment was like sexual and weird. Ours was not like that.
I can name a couple names,
All right,
but I'm not going to.
now I'm suddenly feeling a lot less included.
Little Shop! Little Shop!
Was it me? It
No!
wasn't me. All right. Well,
Who was fucking the plant? Sean.
Me.
no, Sean
I wasn't
didn't.
in that
Didn't.
show.
It was not.
I know, that's the joke.
Sean was like in 8th grade. when that
Sean
happened.
broke into the
No, you were in
auditorium
8th grade.
and never mind.
No, 8th grade.
So anyhow,
No, 7th
yeah.
grade.
Once you get into it, it's kind of hard to.
I'm aware.
Hey, Lex is talking.
Oh,
She's
now you care. Now you care. Once
Don't
you're.
call me old. Sorry.
You are. Now move on.
You get it. You get it. If you
Sorry.
get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
Compared to
I'm
us.
sorry. I miss it dearly.
You should.
And maybe if we add 10 more hours to the day, I could do it. This is a whole other conversation.
I am more than willing to put the kids in bed.
Oh, a
So you
father is
can do
willing
it.
to put his own children to bed.
Lexi, he's
Wow.
trying to be nice.
I used to cry every time you sang. Now I'm not going to.
Ah! It's like a knife. To
No,
the heart.
no. I
would
want to see you on stage again.
I would. I do miss it,
Be Miss
but I
Hannigan and
feel
Andy.
like I feel like an NBA player who hasn't played basketball in 20 years. Like
Listen,
you
Jordan
know
took a
my.
couple years off to play baseball. He came back and still was the greatest of all time.
Okay. Oh my. Gosh.
I'll say
Look at
being
this
on.
little
I
nugget.
know he's so cute. Being on the other side now with assistant directing and like
Like I imagine that's
It's-
fulfilling in a different way.
it
but-
is like I honestly feel like sometimes I take more joy out of watching those kids perform
Right.
than I did performing myself.
Right.
Like seeing them so excited, seeing them go from struggling to knowing their lines and knowing their dances, and especially like opening night, that excitement is unmatched.
For backstory,
I love
Kaylee
it.
assistant directs at our old high school with
Yes.
our former director, who was like our mentor and like very like stereotypical,
My
affected
ex.
us in yeah.
No,
apparent-
no.
Speaking of which,
No,
my
no,
last,
You don't know.
No,
technically
we
my
know.
last stage role was a contestant in Spelling Bee.
That is true.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I still cannot believe that
I'm so
in
happy.
2025
So happy.
I got to sign a poster and now I'm on your school's walls.
Forever on
Uh,
so happy. But yeah, theater I think is
Why
just
do you groan like that?
unmatched.
whatever.
We actually did talk about, there'll be a future episode where we talk,
Excuse
because
me.
we're not going to do it now because we don't have time, but like, we wrote it down. Why is theater just full of fucked up people? Why do fucked up people
I thought
flock
we-
to theater? We
well,
basically
yeah,
did
sure.
kind of
Artists.
talk about it now.
Artists.
But we can get more into that.
That's a
If we-
really
if we
nice
wanna move
way
off
of
theater, we need to
addressing
talk.
us. Yes. Kate. Okay.
Okay.
What? No, I'm sorry.
We'll
go
get-
ahead. I didn't hear what you said. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Well, yeah, what were you going to say?
I was saying how you and I were talking about how our son. I don't know if I
You
should
guys
talk
don't have a
about
son.
this.
Your son?
Our
Yes.
son
He's now my son, too.
does
No, he's my nephew.
just
and I
finished doing
adore
his
him.
first show, which was really exciting. But he would come home and tell us some horror stories about the behavior of some of these children and how they were just waggos. And it was like very entertaining for me. But Kaylee and I were like laughing about it, and we were like, well,
It only gets worse.
no. Where I'm going with this is like we were just the weirdo, like all the weirdos kind of just like came together to
Yeah.
do like that's just where they all go, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially,
I
yeah.
wasn't weird.
Okay.
I mean, I was definitely weird, but not like that.
I think you have to be weird to be in theater. This might be way too deep, but I think theater, the whole concept of theater is being someone else.
Yeah.
And I think that is why, I guess we'll just talk about it now because we're already on the topic. I think that's why, like, fucked up people flock to theater, because you don't have to be yourself. Even if it's just for
Like you can just have fun.
20
and-
minutes on stage, you are not you. You are someone else. And I think that's why I love
Shot in the
theater.
heart.
You just
And
blew
why
my
I love
fucking
Dungeons and
mind.
Dragons, which we won't talk about tonight because we'll be here 500 hours, but that will be a whole conversation.
But
The basicness of Dungeons and Dragons is being someone else, and that's what I fully believe why people who deal with trauma, deal with bullying, deal with self-identity issues. I think that's also, there are many people who figure out their identity, whether
Yeah.
it's sexual or gender, through theater.
I think, yeah, I agree. Thinking about like taking acting classes and stuff, like learning how to kind of drop literally every like I don't know facial expressions that you make or hand gestures that you make, because you're supposed to just be like a blank canvas, and I think that that's kind of cool to just. I don't know. It sounds kind of negative to like rid yourself of yourself for a little bit and then just kind of like it's like being a kid and playing dress up. It literally is just
Yeah.
like
It's
being
Well, also,
having fun.
it's something, it's something that requires all of your focus,
Right.
which is huge. Like those kinds of things are so good for the mind, like archery or, like I don't know, anything that requires 100% of your focus and like getting into character for me, man, like that was always the best part of the process. Was just like, this is me now, you know.
Yeah.
Did you get into Bill Sykes? Did you go out and
He
beat
would
random
beat the
people?
shit out of me backstage.
No.
I would just beat up your
He
girlfriend,
beat the
I
table.
had a girlfriend.
your fiance.
Ooh la la.
Do you guys think, because it's just hot, do you guys think theater helped strengthen the mask, though, that you wore to hide your true self?
No, I
Like
I think it's
outside
I
of
it's
theater.
the opposite for me, because I think I was very comfortable with who I was walking around. The only time I tried to hide myself, like in college, was I made it a point not to go in the Ritz Lounge.
Yeah,
I don't think we can give a lot of.
No, but I very much fit in with those kids.
Yeah,
I very much like what those kids were doing in there. But it was a big laughing stock of the rest of the school. So
Yeah.
like I made it very like I made a point not to go in there.
That's kind of funny. It's not supposed
Meanwhile,
I get it.
Meanwhile, at night in the dorms, like just screwing around with friends, like I would walk through the dorms in just my underwear, nothing else.
Cute.
What do you think?
I don't know. All of this is kind of new to me. I mean,
Yeah, this
like,
is like major for
Like
John right now.
reflection.
like masking and all that. I mean, I've read some books.
I've read some books.
His hogs are turning so hard, and I love it.
I've read some books on psychology, but
Do you
I've
know-
never heard of masking. Really,
So do you
yeah.
not know what masking is?
I know what it is.
That's
And-
when you plastic off a window so you can paint the side of a
Right,
house.
right, exactly.
Contract.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
give me that, brother. Come on.
More handshakes are happening.
Shit.
I think I learned to mask at a very unaged.
You let me answer your question.
I thought you were done. You were dabbing on Anthony. Sorry.
No, please,
Continue.
please,
No,
you can.
no.
I didn't have anything.
Do you know what you're getting yourself into? Like infiltrating our group?
He has no fucking clue.
Oh, God, I'm
Like, are you regretting it?
I've told him over and over. You have no idea. Especially
I feel like
this
Dante
podcast.
and Kay is my Virgil.
I thought you were going to say
I don't
Randall.
know what that
Crickets.
is.
Crickets.
Like Clark.
Alex is being awesome in chat. I know we're not
knows
supposed to.
what
Alex!
I'm talking about.
We love you. What? Don't-
I can't read the chat, and I just
Sorry,
imagine
Lexi
he's
just told me.
saying, she's saying something about you.
Yeah, I can't read it
She's
either.
probably sassing you, which will be fun.
No, she's been awesome.
No, I'll say, and again, this is probably a whole. I think today's episode is a bunch of little things that we will go more in depth to
Yeah.
in the future. But like, I think I learned to mask very early on, and I didn't even realize it until later on. And like now thinking about it, I feel like acting strengthened that mask. Like I learned how to mask even better by being somebody else. It was quick to just be like, oh, I don't have to be this person.
Well, for those who don't know, what is masking exactly?
So masking is basically, I'm not going to be technical, but hiding your true self. So hiding who you are
To be more accepted.
to be, yeah. So hiding who you are to fit in and be.
No, I think
accepted
theater
and-
made me
I never-
weirder.
I never- yeah. I used to Lady in the Tramp French fries with this guy named Matt at lunch.
I think like after rehearsal we were so like we were doing like weird voices
Well,
and
yeah.
like when we would leave and be just fucking weird. Like and we were fine with that.
In theater, yeah, definitely. But I'm
No, I
saying,
left like that. Like
yeah, I'm saying like during school, I think the act of learning how to act on stage helped strengthen the mask I had in school when I was around people not theater kids.
that makes me sad.
It makes me sad too, and it's a realization I just kind of had of like
Because honestly, I think it did the
Playing
opposite
a
for me.
character.
I think it made me more confident in my ability to just
Be you.
be a weirdo. Like
were you
I
were
resonate
friends with
with
people
that
outside of
more.
theater? Because I wasn't.
That's the thing.
Well, it's not really being. Well,
I was friends with all different groups because of who I was dating at the time. Like, I was friends with all different people, and I think that like gave me like a confidence boost that like nobody gives a shit.
Mine did the opposite.
Really?
Because I never fit in with the people, with the person I was dating. I never fit in with the friends.
Yeah.
And they made it very clear.
I mean, there were
didn't
certain
fit
ones
in.
of them that would like pick on me, and I knew that they were, but there were other ones that like were so interested because they were like sports players. Is that the correct? That
Sports
sounds,
ball players.
Yeah, sports ball players, and they like, even though they liked playing sports, they also were supportive and would come to see it. Like, it was cool to kind of have that like High School Musical moment where people were into different things.
I don't feel like I.
I mean,
I had that.
I definitely,
I had the
my
opposite.
experience is definitely more similar to Lexi, for sure.
Oddball out.
That's cool. That's
Always. No,
I think the only reason I felt like that is because once I got into theater, my only friends were theater people.
Yeah.
I only dated other theater people, other than the one girl in college, but she felt very out of place in my life, period.
I think it just gives some sort of confidence because it takes a special sort of person to do that in front of people.
But I also think theater towards the end became less family oriented. The last
mean, like, in
last couple years of high school.
Oh.
I feel like there was drifting.
To clarify,
I was gonna say we weren't friends.
Haley and I were not speaking for a lot of this time.
I feel like there was a divide in theater, and I think that was where, like, All Shook Up, we were all great.
Yeah.
Little Shop, we were all great till partway through.
Yeah.
Which I think was a big on me.
I think your guys' problems is your shows kept getting bigger. Because your director was new, so he like worked his way up to bigger and bigger shows. Like, Oliver was huge.
But I think there was a divide. Like, suddenly theater stopped being everybody gets along and me against you. And I think that divide is probably where...
I feel like that's just teenage
Maybe I'm
bullshit.
just blissfully unaware, but I did not feel like that.
At least in my school, I only started sophomore year, right? So I only have 3 years to go off of. But, like, sophomore year, we did Mary Potter and the Race to Know, whatever that BS was. But then we did How to Succeed, which is a huge show. And a lot of guys in that show. And because the cast was so big for both of those shows, it was like you were kind of stuck in your little friend groups. And then the next year, we did Our Town and Peter Pan. And the cast got smaller. And... like, Our Town, the cast was the people in the show. Like, there was no ensemble. It was a lead-only cast. There were, I think, 16 people in the cast. And that felt very close. Same with Peter Pan. It didn't matter what ensemble you were in. You were very close. Mm-hmm. And then senior year, maybe it's just because we were doing fun things, but we did Macbeth, which is the show you should never do. And we did Shrek, which is like... for our generation, like something, it's the quintessential world that you'd love to live in. Like, we grew up on Shrek. So everybody who was in Shrek was just all one big happy family. And Macbeth, I think, because, again, it was another small cast. Like, there was no ensemble to that cast. So if you were in that, you were close. It wasn't until college I felt like theater was not a fit. Like, this is not a family. Like, yeah, I had a lot of rehearsals with my female co-star, with both my female co-stars, but at no point during that show did I feel like I was ever close with them. Like, I could ever text them and just be like, hey, you want to run lines? You know, I don't know. Granted, college was weird. Also, that was my first year, so you're going 4 years into high school with the same people. It's a lot different. I don't know if we just got closer and you guys kind of split apart because you were sick of each other. But again, you guys got close in college again.
Yeah, I think it wasn't sick of each other. I think there were
other
not
factors.
Just me and you, just in general. I think there were a lot of factors.
Yeah.
But I know, like, I don't want to get too much into it, but I know, like, Drowsy Chaperone, which for me is always going to be a special show because it's the show that, you know, Tom asked me out at the cast party, and now here we are 13 years later or something like that. that show was extremely rough and very hard on my mental health, because that was the show I felt most alone in.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was given the role a week before the show, when one of the semi-leads had to leave, I had almost zero support.
But that's because you have a talent of knowing everybody's lines and dance numbers and...
Yes, but like...
You do it on stream.
She could have been billed.
I had no support when our director gave me the part. I was flat out told by multiple people, "You don't belong here."
Oh,
not you.
That was not me.
Not you.
Even if we weren't talking, that was not me.
I was flat out
to be fair,
told,
you
don't
were a
belong
pilot.
here."
I was.
She was amazing at it, but like
I know. She
So
still
I
has her
think-
propeller.
that show especially, that was extremely hard on me. If it wasn't for Tom and somebody else, I wouldn't have done the show. I was ready to quit.
Do you think if you and I went to the same school, we'd be friends?
Definitely. I feel like you and I are actually very similar. Or at least had a similar trajectory.
Do you
theater.
guys think that?
No.
You guys know me better than
No.
I actually do think that.
You do?
Because he means who he really is, not this persona that he tends to put on a lot.
Oh, excuse me.
He says, hold on a damn minute.
Talk about mask.
Yeah, alright. I'll give you
You
that.
know I'm right, so
Okay,
don't even.
Sure.
Yes, I think... I don't know if you guys would have been... Well, within theater, yeah.
You would have been like the dudes hugging backstage with like your shirts off.
Sure. I did that with
That's-
multiple.
Yeah.
I would have hated you in high school.
Who?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I did
goodness.
hate her. And
No.
all of us
No,
did.
you were just...
No.
I don't know what to... I have no idea what to say right now.
Let's go.
I can...
Sure, let's get into this episode 1, okay? Why would you have hated me in high school?
Hey. Never mind. Go ahead. Even to clarify,
Yeah, I'm actually gonna.
I'll wait.
when I
I'll
say
sit out
that
for
Kaylee
this
and I weren't speaking, never
We
were we like
hated each other.
hating. Like we always like had each other's back
Oh,
quietly.
I wouldn't have
Where are you
hated...
going?
He's out of
Where
here.
do you
I
think?
can't go to the bathroom.
Make it piss.
I wouldn't have hated you to your face.
Oh, that's nice.
That makes it not
I
better.
would have been very nice to you.
Anthony's done a lot of self work and has grown quite a bit. So yeah, you know.
But you were
Why
not-
would you have hated me?
I'm gonna take back what I said.
Look, you are like my brother now. No matter what you tell me at this moment is not going to change how I feel about you at this current moment. But I'm interested because I am someone, as I said in my character, 3 characters.
So,
He's okay.
my least favorite people in theater in high school, my least favorite people are people who got too much into the show. Like,
Wow.
But why do you think that was me?
And why do you feel that
I
way?
wasn't open about knowing the entire show.
No.
you don't have to be. We can tell.
You're such an asshole.
No, I'm not. I'm being
fine. He's
No,
honest.
that was mean.
It's okay.
But
And I didn't do it purposely. I
And-
didn't sit there and study the script. I just knew it from watching.
That's the thing.
All that is jealousy.
No, stop! Let me finish! Stop! I'm not trying to start a fight with her.
Okay. It's okay.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Take a breath.
We're already
Let
gonna
me
get
finish.
to fights, guys. Episode 1. We're also over an hour already, but whatever.
The only reason I say this is because I was the kind of theater kid that would sit in the back of the audience and wouldn't watch the scenes I wasn't in. So, like, the people who, like, we could... If we were sitting in the back of the auditorium and we could look out and see people watching what was happening on stage, in my group of friends, we would be like, oh my god, look at them. That's crazy. Like, we would sit on the floor behind the seats until our scene was called because we were playing
So
Cards
you
Against
were fake.
Humanity.
She was-
No, because I
no,
got on
he-
stage and did my job.
He just did his, yeah.
I disagree.
I was not...
If you're into the show, you need
I
to
was
be
not-
into the show wholeheartedly.
I believe that now. I believe that now.
Right, so...
And I learned
right.
that in college. But I didn't believe that in high school. I used theater as an excuse to not go home. I loved theater. I loved theater. But I had a very close-knit group of friends at that time And it was very hard to get into our friend group. It was very easy to break that friend group apart. But that's just who I was in high school. That's all I'm talking about is
Right.
if we knew each other in high school.
It's fair. I mean, I'm gonna bring it back to the characters because I think is a point with like my character relating to Amity. Like I felt like I had to do like again, I didn't sit there and study the script. I just knew it, but I felt like I had to do those extra things to be liked and fit in. And I was someone for years. I still am. I'm trying to get out of it. Like. I want to be liked by everyone, and if you don't like me, it drives me crazy, and it's what can I do to change myself to make you like me?
Mm-hmm.
And that has been consistent my entire life. It's finally, maybe, starting to change, but it would drive me crazy. Like, when we weren't talking, it would drive me crazy, because it was like, okay, what did I do? How can I fix this? I don't want anybody not to like me, and that just shows that my self-worth was so low.
I feel like in high school, like I said, I had a very close-knit group of friends that felt unbreakable. And then when that group broke up, that's when I felt very,
Alone.
where do I fit in? Mm-hmm. Like that entire summer between high school and college, like I felt very lost. And then when I got into college, it just got worse because I was seeing a girl who, like, for all intents and purposes, wanted nothing to do with me. Like, she just wanted a friend to hang out with when it was convenient for her. And then, like, I would go to rehearsal, and, like, I would try to do the same thing that I did in high school, where I had a very close-knit group of friends in, you know, my other male leads, the people in the band, because I was not close with Kyle. I didn't get close with him until after that show. But, like, it was just, I would go to rehearsal, I would see the two of them, and, like, nobody else meant anything to me.
Right.
I actually, until we rewatched Wedding Singer, I had no clue that anybody walked out with Kyle when I was drunk in that scene.
Oh, that's right. You forgot it with me.
I had no clue
me
who
and
did
Kaylee
that.
were there, yeah.
And it wasn't until the end of that, like, run, where I realized that this is just stupid. Like, I'm never gonna know who my friends are or where I belong if I don't put myself out there to different people. And for her, I didn't. That wasn't me. Tyler did that, so.
Right. Where Sean? Well, I know where Sean does
He
there
said-
too.
He did in chat. I went for a smoke.
Yeah, of course you did.
Oh yeah, he is in chat.
Bringing it back to like the characters because that's where we started, and let's kind of wrap it back a little bit because we're over an hour. So.
Yeah, Alex said an hour 30 minutes.
I mean, again, we could talk forever, but I think podcasts probably shouldn't be longer than like 2. But anyway, do you feel? We kind of talked about it a little bit. Do you feel like you tend to gravitate to media where you feel like you resonate with the characters?
Oh, absolutely.
So like
Absolutely.
gravitate to media that portrays trauma, anger. I'm trying to think of it.
I don't.
I mean,
That's-
she doesn't really watch a lot of media.
I do.
I'm not saying.
But it's like
But I believe
silly,
that.
like lighthearted
Because
stuff.
Yes.
she doesn't want to watch the things that
Right.
remind you of
Like I watch
possible
fucking
things.
Bridgerton.
Okay,
And like,
Bridgerton has some drama.
right.
Bridgerton has some
But it's
drama.
all about like corsets and shit.
Spicy
and like,
drama.
yeah.
We've been watching.
Jonathan Bailey.
yes.
We have been watching through Shameless.
Yeah, that's intense for me. I mean, I cannot relate to anything happening in Shameless, but it is a lot. You can relate to
You
Shameless?
can. I
Yeah.
can see it in your face.
Absolutely. That Thanksgiving scene with Monica was. Yeah, I resonated a lot with that.
Well.
But
I am so sorry. To all ears.
but
He's okay.
I really
Now-
had to pee. That took a while.
Bite him.
My
Bite him,
cope,
Loki. I'm not gonna bite you. He's like, you smell like smoke. Yeah, I know. Growl at him. Growl at him, my love.
my coping mechanism for a long time was just to forget about what was bothering me and put on a movie. And 75% of the time, like I was really into it, and the other 25%, like I just genuinely, something was bothering me so much I don't remember what happened in that movie. But when something hits. Like I remember watching Dear Evan Hansen in the movie theater, and a lot of those songs really hit, at least at that moment. Me and my buddy went and saw a movie called Downhill, which at the beginning of 2020, I don't think you and I were in a good place mentally.
I think the whole country was in a bad place.
No, this was pre-COVID. But we went and saw a movie called Downhill. And this is my issue, is I can see the issues I'm causing. I can hear them, and then like it's like I can't fix them. And I don't know why, because I'm constantly, when I'm alone, I'm thinking about like, oh, what did I do today? Why did I screw up today? Like, why did I go to work with my son screaming at me today? Like, I'm just constantly thinking about that. But this movie, Downhill, was about a family who went on a ski trip. And obviously, like, pre-movie, the husband and wife were dealing with some stuff. And there's a big scene where they've been bickering the whole movie up to this point, but they're sitting on like the deck of the ski lodge, drinking coffees or whatever, catching up with old friends, and an avalanche happens. And
Casual.
And like once the avalanche is done, like the people like realize that like they were fine, but the wife looks up and her husband's nowhere. Like, he got up and ran away. He, like, had no...
He didn't try to take her with him?
And that really hit. Because I think when I saw that movie, we had just had an argument about, like, not me leaving you at a ski lodge while an avalanche. But, like, sort of the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had to leave the theater. And my buddy JJ is, like, the same way. I'm not going to get into details because it's not my details to get into.
Yeah. This is just our traumas.
For the last couple of years, he felt trapped at the place he was living at. And there's a scene in the new Robert Pattinson Batman where there's like a really like somber note that just keeps playing over and over and over again. And there's 2 bombs in the bank, and the bank doors are locked, and water is rising. And, like, it's the first time where Batman's like, I don't know how to save people. Because in the new Batman, this is year 1. Like, he doesn't have all of the history under his belt. And JJ had to get up and leave. Like, he did not finish that movie. I watched it. There was still a half hour. I was sitting there and I watched the rest alone. So, like, movies hit hard. And that's why the end of Thunderbolts, I told you...
Oh, I'm gonna cry like a baby. I'm actually happy I didn't see it in theater because I think I need to be home for it because it's gonna hit me hard,
I feel like
especially right now.
We watched something recently that I was like struggling.
Yeah,
I don't watch a lot of things.
That's the thing. I'm gonna jump to you now because I'm similar to you, and I don't know where he's at, but we're gonna jump to you first.
I don't know where I'm at either.
Yeah, you don't even know the question.
Was it Saltburn?
Do you?
No.
So you're saying you're the
Midsommar.
opposite. You don't resonate with
Midsommar.
media that you can see yourself
The
or
thing is
your
Is I
traumas.
yeah, I feel like
Or why
I
did
gravitate.
this?
No, I don't.
Trauma.
I feel like I don't really have a type when it comes because I'm not a big movie watcher. I'm not a big show watcher. There's like a few things that I've come across that I like. Like I watch Sex and the City to the point where I can literally quote every single episode. That has nothing to do with me. Like I do not resonate with Sex and the City by any means. I like Bridgerton a lot. Again, there's nothing about Bridgerton that I relate to. So yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna ask something that might be deep and get you to think.
That's fine.
Was it Wicked?
Do you think
Maybe.
you say nothing resonates because you don't look at it that deeply?
I think
And that
so.
if you examined it more, you might find
Maybe.
little pieces that
Maybe. I don't.
reflect.
I'm not. I don't know how to word it without, because I'm not insensitive by any means.
No.
But I sometimes I'm like, it's not that deep. Like, it's real. Sometimes I think it is, and sometimes there are pieces of media that are put out that like have a very intentional message, and like I'm like, I get it. But other times I'm just like, I just want to watch something stupid. Like, why do I like? I don't know.
That's why I watch 90 Day Fiance. I fucking love that show. I don't care.
But
who
sometimes you
knows.
just want to watch something stupid that doesn't make any sense.
I want to go keep talking.
Okay, maybe it was Wicked there was something about I haven't seen it on Broadway in a long time, and when I did I was like a teenager, so like you're not there, like you're not processing or like, you know, interpreting things in the way that we do as adults now. But Kaylee and I were sitting next to each other watching it. Kaylee had already seen it once, but there were a few scenes where it was just like the scene where they're dancing at the Ozfest, and I was like, there was just something about like the female connection, and like it didn't matter that there was anybody else there. It didn't matter that there was a guy that Glinda liked there. Like, it was just about two women having something.
Acceptance.
Well, maybe not even
Strong
that.
friendship,
It was
like
just
a
something
But they
like
didn't-
connection.
it was like everything
There
else
you go.
fell away,
Connection.
and there was just
Yeah.
like it was like a switch went off, and that was really emotional. But again, I don't seek out things that I resonate with, or like things that are connected to my life in any way.
But maybe you're drawn to them subconsciously.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying. There was something, and I can't remember what it was. There was something that Aunt and I watched not that long ago where I was literally like blubbering. And maybe it had something
Was it George's Rule? About the moms?
I don't remember.
Because I just looked through our watch history. I don't.
It might not have even been a movie. It might have just been. I don't remember what it was, but there are certain things that it like gets you, and you're like, whoa! Like, I didn't even know that was like oh, my belly just made a weird noise. Like, I didn't even know that was something that even held space in my brain, and it just like, I don't know.
I think we definitely need to do a whole episode talking about Wicked, because I
Halloween.
think for us that's very
No, it was not Halloween. I'm listening to
that movie for one is very strong with us, but I think that those moments when we watched it in theater,
Yeah.
I think would be a good. I think we should watch it again.
Or even her singing "The Wizard and I" when she was just joyous, like it was like so pure, and like I think
meaning.
right, and it almost was like you wished, like, oh, maybe it did. Oh my God, it just got me. Like, hold on a second.
Revelations.
Hold,
That's
please.
what this whole podcast is about.
Maybe like.
You okay?
Hold, please. Talk about something else for a minute, please.
I'll just go off on the Wicked thing quickly, and then we'll go to Sean's answer and then mine. But I'll say there's another scene in Wicked that this one got me more, is when, spoilers if you haven't seen Wicked.
It's been a while.
When she's falling, she has a moment.
Oh my God, when she's the child?
and she sees herself as a child, and I
That killed me.
bawled because I
yeah.
think inner child work is so freaking important, and something I tell myself all the time, especially as of late, is even when I don't want to do things for myself, I'm doing things for that 5-year-old girl who didn't think she was going to make it to 29.
There was. I did show Lex a movie for around Thanksgiving, where there was like one single monologue in that whole movie that like, for some reason really really hit me the first time I heard it, and like the monologue's going on and I can feel my tears starting, and Lex turns around and goes, That was stupid. I was like, oh, okay.
How many times it happens with Tom and I? We'll be watching something and I'm bawling, and he's just like,
I want to say the monologue. Okay.
Wait, can I?
"Oh, let Lexi do her."
So
her
where I was going with the Wizard and I scene where she's just like running, I don't know the last time that I felt like that.
Oh, just free.
That I was like free and just literally felt nothing but like just
Happiness.
joy, and how like that was crazy. Because I was like smiling, but also just sobbing at the same time. It's just like you're like, wow. When's the last time I felt like that?
I felt that when 3 Spider-Men were swinging around on screen.
Oh, great.
I'm getting so many ideas for future episodes. It's great.
We should have
So
tissues in here.
great.
So
There's some over there.
I'm not getting
Under
up
the
right
dog.
now.
the movie was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. John Hughes.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
And it's about these
What a
two
stupid
guys
movie.
who get stuck at an airport and they have to. Well, Steve Martin's character is trying to find a way to get home for Thanksgiving, and he runs into John Candy, who plays Del Griffith, who is a shower ring salesman, like a shower curtain ring salesman, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to get home to my wife too. Like,
I know.
we'll just go together."
I know what you're talking about.
So-
Make me cry.
So literally the first night.
Oh no, he's cried.
No. Literally the first night that they have to sleep in the same hotel room, Steve Martin like calls him out on the BS that he's put him through just on day one. So John Candy goes, "You want to hurt me? Go right ahead. If it makes you feel any better, I'm an easy target. Yeah, you're right. I talk too much. I also listen too much. I could be a cold-hearted cynic like you, but I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Will you think what you want about me, because I'm not changing. I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me.
Spoiler alert, she's dead.
Because I'm the real article.
Jesus.
What you see is what you get." And that's true. And I think it hits even more that I know the ending of the movie. Because Steve Martin does get home for Thanksgiving. And, like, you can tell, like, throughout the movie, like, there's something off about John Candy, him not wanting to leave Steve Martin's side. And maybe you do get this feeling that he's kind of, like,
Weird.
making things slower so that he still has time to spend with this guy. And it gets to the point where John Candy realizes that I think he still has Steve Martin's briefcase. So he goes to Steve Martin's house to give it back to him. And Steve's like, "Oh, Del, what are you doing here?" And Del's like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I have no home. I just travel. "Oh, what about your wife?" "She's been dead for 5 years. I spend, Christmases alone or whatever." And Steve Martin finally invites John Candy into his life. Like, that's the first. I love that movie. I don't think she did. Because I feel there are some times where I feel like I don't have a place to go, and I feel like that people come into my life and I like hang on to them for as long as I can until, like, that's what happened with Serge. That's what happened with Duncan.
I can fully relate to that. Fully relate.
What are you doing?
And it's
Nothing. I was trying to
It's-
send you something telepathically, but you didn't get it. Nothing. We'll talk about it later.
Can you text me?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that feeling of not having a place, and like, as someone who has borderline personality disorder, we tend to have favorite people or favorite person, honestly, but for me it's always been people. And if someone, I'm very passionate about the things and the people I love. And if I latch on
Fair
tight and strong and intensely, probably too intensely. And so when I feel those people start to pull away, it's very, very difficult. So I can relate to that. I'll ask you the question I asked both of them. Do you think you gravitate towards media with characters that you feel like you resonate with? And do you do what Lexi kind of does and avoid that sort of media because it makes you either avoid that sort of media, or as we were just talking about, don't look at it deeply because you don't want to feel anything with it besides for just entertainment.
I think for a while, I mean, so I had a relationship that lasted about 3 years. And during that relationship, I just kind of turned into a fucking idiot.
We love it. We love to see it.
Because, I just like... But before that, and especially after...
Like where you become dependent, you mean? Or like...
No, like of just like literally a fucking...
Okay, I was trying to help you out.
Like actually stupid. Measurably, chemically stupid.
I feel like that's a high school thing, though. I feel like we all
this
do.
This was after high school.
Never mind. Because I definitely was like that in high school.
And after that relationship ended, we were so codependent that I just kind of lost myself in this, like, stupid, like, undirected thirst for knowledge. Just, like, reading shit about, like, atrocities. Like dropping acid, like, just... like, I just wanted, like, I felt like I had missed out on so much. And I just wanted to learn as much as I could. And I feel like I kind of flew too close to the sun and just ruined all of that for myself. Where, like, now, like, it like they say that, like, when you can desensitize yourself, but, like, I kind of made the mistake of sensitizing myself to it, where, like, when you really make an effort to cultivate that empathy for, like, something horrible, that may have happened in the past, it, like, and, like, that becomes your life, it just kind of... It makes you want to just, like, sit on the couch with some popcorn and watch 90 Day Fiancé. And, like, wonder what Big Ed's up to these days. And, of course, like, I'm by no means, like, I was just a stupid, young adult. Like, I by no means went through any of these things. But, like... I just feel like that was really dumb to want to understand that. I guess maybe someday it could end up serving me, but in this chapter of my life, it just makes me fucking afraid of everything.
Can relate to that one.
And, so yeah, I mean, like, as far as characters in media, I mean, Razumikin, it really is, as I mentioned before, to this day, continues to be an inspiration for me. In my journal, like, I like there's probably, like, half of my entries are like, what would Razumikin do in this instance? And, increasingly I find I fall short of that, despite all of my efforts to the contrary. And that's why lately I've just kind of been, like, burying my head in the sand, like, what the fuck is Big Ed up to these days? Like, why the fuck would he go to the Philippines before telling Rose that he didn't want kids? Like, dude, get the fuck out of here, dude.
I feel like the only channel you have access to is TLC.
Fucking jabroni, dude.
I think the problem... I'm gonna say it. I think the problem, though, is you're asking what a character would do. You need to ask what you were gonna do. What does Sean want to do? What would Sean do in this situation?
Dude, fuck that guy. He's an idiot. Did we not already establish that he's an idiot? No, I'm joking.
Sean's gonna be like, fine, you want me to stop asking what Ratsu would do? Hey, Big Tone, what would you do in this situation?
Yeah, literally. What would Tony do?
Yeah, I'm a lot like Anthony. I think I resonate towards media, or gravitate. I keep switching those two. I gravitate towards media that I can relate to and see myself in.
That's why you need to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
I love it. I love it.
And I think to a certain extent it can be harmful at times, because like sometimes if you're going through something and then you're watching something that's also going through that same thing in a negatively, it just reinforces it. But I think it's also can be very therapeutic. I know personally for me I went through something pretty traumatic a couple months ago, and watching the show Invincible helped me get through that. And I wouldn't think of it at first, but then watching it and each episode, and it would like correspond with something, and I'd be like, oh, this is actually very therapeutic. And I gravitated towards the show and the characters and that feeling. And I think I hyperfixate on things very easily. Look around my office, you would be able to see that, especially over there. Yeah, I think to kind of wrap up this, and then we have a fun little game to end such a deep session that I didn't think was going to get so deep, but I'm happy it did because I think it's important. What media or fandom do you gravitate towards most when you are feeling at your lowest?
Pixar.
Okay. I'm going to ask Lexi because he's pouring a drink.
Yeah, I mean, So you're saying like a comfort?
Yeah, like when you're feeling
What's your
down,
comfort watch?
what's your comfort watch? I guess
Sex
that
in
was...
the City. I know that sounds so weird, but
No.
there's something about that. It's just so ridiculous.
I'm enjoying
and
it so
outlet-
far.
Yeah, like there's just something about it that I don't know. It's just I think it's just because it's my favorite. It just is silly. Another one is Anthony actually started doing this for me like when I wasn't feeling well. Like if I was sick or something, he would put Moana on for me. Moana is one of my favorite Disney movies, so I like watching Moana when I'm.
Do you have a specific one?
I don't know. Do
Wall-E, isn't it? Or is that just
I?
when
That's
you're not
just when
feeling
I'm
well?
sick. I watch Wall-E when I'm well. I turn Wall-E on when I'm sick.
I don't think anything in particular.
I mean,
Pixar in general.
like if I
That's fine. I just,
no, because I don't think I fully understood the question when you asked it.
Yeah, I think I asked it weird.
I think. I think.
Therefore, I am.
when I'm feeling down, like I want to say, it used to be Impractical Jokers. I used to watch Impractical Jokers quite a bit, and it was easy just to turn on and like scoopsy potatoes would happen and you could laugh.
Scoopsy.
But like it changes. It just I don't know. Like YouTube,
that's fine. It can
I feel
change.
like when I'm down, like I think the easiest thing is just YouTube and what's my next recommended video. Okay, I'll watch that.
I'm
No,
a
I
Disney
mean,
adult, so I enjoy
that's
watching
fine.
some Phantasmic or Happily Ever After too. That always does the trick.
It can definitely change. I was just curious. Sure.
Oh,
Like we
no.
already said it. 90 Day Fiance,
Yeah, but
Jersey Shore.
yes, exactly. How did you know?
Do you even
You've
know what
never
Jersey
seen it.
Shore is? Have you seen one episode?
No, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
Snooki.
Which one, Snooki?
The I don't know.
I was gonna say, don't let him say that.
The guy with the Reese's hair. The situation.
The Reese's hair.
All of the things you just said
They're
were so
fucking
different.
wrong.
One with the Reese's hair, the situation.
The three of us are major Jersey Shore fans. Just heads up. So, okay.
All right, where does Big Ed
You
live
guys watch
right
it.
now?
I don't know where No Neck Ed lives. Where does he live?
The Philippines.
Bro, that's kind of ableist. Dude,
Hey, he wants to be.
Oh my god.
He wants to
here
be
we go.
called Big Ed now.
Okay, sorry. Where is Big Ed at the moment?
he's in Arkansas.
Thank God.
You might not gravitate towards media. I do want to do a full episode on music at some point, but is there a song you gravitate towards?
Oh, dude.
'Cause you are more
I am
music than
glad
media.
you asked. Toccata and Fugue.
I can can never tell if he's being serious.
Yes.
No, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I think he's being serious.
Bro, the amount of times I've like sobbed to that song, and like nothing else really does that for me, but Toccata and Fugue, it's like, so Bach wrote that, and this isn't written anywhere, but in my acid-fueled ruminations,
So,
I feel like what he was going for was like a perversion of the Catholic Church's organ music, whereas like, oh man, this is getting deep. But like,
you don't think this has already gotten to
Yeah, it's what this podcast is supposed to be.
but like,
I'm loving this.
if you understand the way that music is supposed to go, when you listen to Toccata, it like, to me it seems like a perversion of that original music that had been played for 1,000 years, but it was almost like nothing will ever be okay, but at the same time, it's all gonna work out. I don't know. Like that's what that means to me. And I'm glad you brought up music, because I was just gonna talk some more about Big Ed.
That's why I did it.
But yeah, Toccata and Fugue, for me, like that's my thing. Like when I gotta figure some shit out, I go on a hike and listen to Toccata and Fugue.
I should try that.
I know you gravitate towards music more than media. Like, I think we're media, you're music, you're both.
Yeah.
Depending on
Yeah.
how you're feeling.
There's like a few songs that I, if I'm like in the car by myself with the kids, by myself with the kids. If I'm by myself without the kids, there's ones that I turn the volume all the way up and just,
Paramore.
yeah. Like, and it's not even that it just is like a powerful feeling to be, yeah.
We're gonna do a whole episode on music. I think it's important.
Oh
for,
boy.
For me, you good?
I don't know music.
Well, just like she doesn't know media, that it's gonna be give and take probably throughout the whole podcast.
You gotta let
Except for me, I
shred
feel like I'm
before I
gonna
leave.
literally relate to everything. That seems how it is. For me, there's two. My number one comfort show is Friends. No matter what I'm going through, Friends will make me laugh. And then anything from Critical Role. If I have, a lot of time, the one-shots, but if not, just even the Legends of Vox Machina, anything those 8 nerdy-ass voice actors do make me happy. So, but I also gravitate towards music. I don't know why I said I'm definitely in the both category.
I don't know if anybody is like keen to the slander that's going on with that Thinking of You song by Katy Perry. That is literally one of my favorite songs ever. And it makes me so sad that everybody's like making fun of the way she's, because that is another one of like I love that song. I love that song. And everybody, like when people sing in cursive, like they say that that's how she sings it at the beginning, and now everybody's making fun of it, and I'm like, well, there it goes. There goes the
Now I
comfort.
can't like it.
Well, I can, but now I just hear all these. Yeah.
Just stay off the internet.
That you know what? I was saying to myself, I need to do better with that. I need to have less. This is like random, but when I had Arlo, before you have, but like the algorithm is crazy, right? So I exclusively breastfed Arlo, and I'm on TikTok, and it's like, what you need as a first-time mom, exclusively breastfeeding. What you need is this. What you need at the hospital. Wait, and I'm like, oh my god, I need all of these things. And then in your brain, you're like, I don't need any of these things. Like, why am I so influenced by these strangers on the internet? And
All I need is this.
But that's just like a example. But I'm saying you're so heavily influenced by what people say you need, and I feel like we're so like. That's one of my resolutions, is to be on the internet less.
Here's the big thing in like today's day and age: going out and watching movies and seeing early reviews and looking at the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Like I make it a thing to not look at that stuff before I see a movie. Eternals bombed with critics and a lot of audiences.
I thought the movie was
I
so cool.
loved Eternals.
Yeah.
I didn't go into it with any expectations. And I came out being like, wow, that was good. I wonder what the internet's saying. Oh.
I guess it's just me.
No,
I liked
'cause
Eternals.
All of us liked Eternals that went. Jake. I'm going to say JJ because I feel like he's going to appear on here at some point. But he loved it. He still rewatches it.
Well, that was what happened with Moana too. It got really bad reviews. I don't think
Anthony
it was
did not
awful.
like Moana too.
Oh.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm lukewarm with it.
The music is so forgettable.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it doesn't sound like Lin-Manuel.
Well, that's because it
Because
wasn't.
it wasn't, yeah.
That's what made Moana great. It wasn't, wee Cravallo.
So, before we do
Sorry.
just like closing remarks and stuff, because again, I mean, we could talk for literal hours.
We're at
but
2 hours.
I don't feel like podcasts are supposed to be this long, even though I'm enjoying every minute of this.
Have you ever seen JRE? Alright,
Cut me
continue.
Intrusive thought.
What?
No, please continue. I'm
No,
sorry.
what is that? What?
The Joe Rogan experience.
Oh my god.
I mean, I feel
Here
like
we
the
go.
podcast I watch 2 hours is like max.
Critical Role is a
I don't.
4-hour long.
I don't consider that's. I know it is a podcast, but it's also not. It's role playing. It's the game.
That's how they started was podcast.
I know, but it's the game.
Let the woman finish her.
Anyway, we can keep talking. I really don't care. But before we keep talking, Anthony has prepared a fun little game to test our Pokemon knowledge. We're
So-
all gonna do really bad at it.
So another big
But let's
fandom.
take a.
Another big fandom that I'm into is Pokemon. Like, I truly feel if you flashed up a picture of any Pokemon on this room, I'd be able to name it.
I cannot say the same. I love Pokemon, but I'm not great at names.
I have played all the games. Lex has watched me play a lot. She couldn't care less.
I have? Just because I was there.
That's what I just said.
I know. Just because I'm in the same
Oh, Boy
room as I
Coco's
watched.
over
That's
there.
what I
where's
said.
Coco? He's over
Right up there.
No, he's over there. The one you printed me.
Well,
Not the giant one.
Sean knows 2 Pokemon, and Kaylee maybe knows
know
a third
several.
or a quarter.
I know more than Sean.
So what I did was I'm gonna give them 2 names of Pokemon, except one of them is not a real Pokemon, and I need a pen, Soul, or a pen.
By the pride flag.
Hold on. I have to. I'll be back.
We're all adjusting.
smoke break.
Pause. Yeah.
Lexi's running away.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? We're about to play. Come on.
Oh, I'm so upset.
Anyway.
Good boy.
Thank you. Oh.
Good nugget. Not you.
I'm gonna give the name of a Pokemon that's real and a name that's not real, and you guys have to guess the real one, and the winner will get because I like 3D printing. Will get a 3D printed Pokemon of their choosing.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about hobbies and everything. You guys, those introductions were just name. I had a whole thing.
I told them I was a sex addict. I mean,
No.
that should be enough.
To be
know.
fair, I work
fine.
insane hours.
I know, it's fine. It's fine. But then I didn't feel like I could do my entire intros. I was like, I'll just dumb this down. It's alright. No, it's alright.
You're the host
Yeah, apparently.
tonight.
And I don't know, I feel like this is still early on.
Yeah.
We'll get more comfortable as time progresses.
Yeah.
It took us like a half hour to like really get
Yeah.
comfortable about talking.
No, I agree.
But
think-
once we got talking, we could not stop.
I think we also need to figure out like how often we're gonna do this. I know what I would like, but I don't think it's feasible. So, which would be weekly, but I don't think it's feasible.
We'll just record 4 podcasts in one night.
I mean,
Not a bad idea.
not a bad idea, but
And
we gotta figure out all that,
all right,
which we'll do after.
so I guess Lex won't be included.
She's coming back. She needed a bathroom break, just like the both of you did. Let her in.
Damn it.
Okay, so
What do we here?
I'm gonna name one real Pokemon, one fake Pokemon. You have to guess the real one. Okay,
Oh, can't wait.
I don't want you don't have to ask.
We're gonna have to get whiteboards for these games.
You don't have to answer right away. You can ask questions, whatever.
Great.
So the first two,
Oh, shit.
Nick it, or Sprigget.
Are you sure you can say that on this?
Nick it or Sprigget.
Sprigget is real.
Sprigget is real.
I'm gonna go with Nick it.
We need to get whiteboards in the future for this.
So Nickit is a Gen 8 Dark Pokemon.
God
I did more work than just writing down names.
Yeah, dude.
And Sprigget is a Gen 8 Steel type Pokemon.
Oh,
Wait,
so
they're both real?
no, he's saying he did more work than just picking names. I still stick with what I said. Sprigget.
Oh,
Sprigget.
Sprigget.
Nick it.
Nickit's right.
Damn.
What?
It's Nickit.
I thought Sprigget was a Pokemon.
I like that name.
You got it right, yeah.
I'm gonna name.
I don't know why I gave it a check mark.
Why are you afraid to touch me?
I had
don't
all
wanna
these
hit.
up.
I'm trying to be nice and not hit you on pod.
So Nickit,
On the pod.
I'll hit you.
You dare. Oh, it's so cute!
Look, Loki,
Looks
it's you! Loki!
so the whole thing behind Nickit is it lives in urban areas and steals from people. Nicks things out of people's
Making
pockets.
it.
Okay,
Ignore him.
I have 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
We're getting through. We're already on round 2.
You're fine.
So I have Dunsparce, who is a Gen 2 normal type Pokemon that looks like a worm. Or I have Sparsely, who is a Gen 2 grass type Pokemon that looks like an herb.
I liked how you say herb, so I'll go with that one.
I also think it's sparsely.
Dunsparce.
Like
That's good.
parsley?
Sean's on his way.
What the hell?
Sean is on his
Josh
way.
is guessing the opposite of us.
Sparsely!
I like sparsely too.
That's a Dunsparce.
Now Google sparsely.
That thing looks like a Dunsparce.
No, I know it's not a real Pokemon.
That doesn't mean it. I just want to see what it says.
So, we have Ferndingo.
That's not real.
Ferndingo is a Gen 9 grass normal Pokemon
No.
who is based off a dingo.
No.
Or Goldingo,
That one.
who is a Gen 9 Steel Ghost Pokemon who is based off coins and like surfing.
Golden Go.
Goldingo.
I'm gonna off myself.
I know, I'm like...
Ferndingo or Goldingo?
Ferndingo.
Ferndingo.
Lex got it.
You just didn't want to be wrong with me again, but guess
I was thinking like the first 2 was the second, that this would...
there's no pattern.
I know.
So-
All right. We have
Sucks.
Jungle, who is a Gen 9 grass type
Get the
Pokemon
fuck out of here.
and
with
looks
that.
like a jungle tree. Or we have Dunsparce, who is a Gen 9 normal type Pokemon that looks like a worm.
Didn't we?
I know there is a tree type Pokemon.
Whatever the first one
So
That's
I'm,
Dunsparce. I'm talking about Dunsparce.
The first one.
I'm going with the jungle tree because I'm pretty
Jungle?
Yes.
Jungle.
Because I know there's a tree looking Pokemon.
Jungle?
Yeah.
Jungle?
Mhm.
Jungle? No one got it right.
God, I knew
Wow.
I should have just
The
changed.
The evolution of Dunsparce is Dun.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say that!
I thought that too.
I forgot about
Loki,
evolution.
aren't you gonna help me out
Sure.
here?
Why are you
Reading too
down
much
there?
Bible.
He feels trapped.
He doesn't change at all, by the way. He gets 1 extra segment on his body.
Why are you being so weird?
It's like you guys all
So there's no way Kaylee can win,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
but I know for a fact Kaylee's gonna get the Pokemon anyway.
Are you sure? Not really doing great.
I have to print out more than one. It looks like Sean's way of getting a printed out Pikachu.
Hey, I would probably pick. Yeah, that one.
So the last one, I have Drampa, who is a Gen 7 Dragon type Pokemon, whose name derives from Grandpa and Drampa. Or Dragon and Grandpa.
Dragon Grandpa!
Dragon Grandpa. And then we have Frappa, who is a Gen 7 Ice Pokemon and is based off of Frappuccino. His name is derived from Frappuccino and Grandpa.
The first
Frappa.
one.
I'm gonna have to go with the first one.
The first one.
Trampa.
I'm just gonna go with the second to try to get a fucking
Frappa.
point.
Kaylee got absolutely no points.
Yep.
And Sean gets a Pikachu.
Bless you.
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
How the fuck did I pull that off?
Oh, let me show Kaylee a Drampa because I know she's going to ask for that at some point.
Is that the last one? Please
That is-
not.
yeah,
Oh,
that's the
thank
last
God.
Well. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so
Ew.
It's a grandpa dragon. I love it.
He's very wise.
Alright, well, closing remarks. How'd this feel for everybody?
Oh no.
Lex and I are going to go home and fight.
Why?
I feel like this was very good for both of you.
I think it was too. We need to do a couples therapy episode.
Now rub my feet.
We
Ooh,
definitely
I will
do.
be the intimacy coordinator.
You're
Aren't you
the
a
wrong-
logistics coordinator?
a linguistics?
Linguistics coordinator.
I think something that when I was writing through like the outline and stuff, we all have like we're all at different points in our lives and we all have different, not viewpoints. Fuck's the word I'm looking for. Like,
Points.
bring different things, experiences to the table. Like, you guys are engaged and have kids. I'm married and have puppies.
I'm
Sean's
a
single.
fucking
life.
loser, apparently.
No!
But
You bring
loved
that-
by all of us.
You bring that experience
Thank
to the
you.
table. I'm saying, like, I like the fact that we all have different viewpoints of life because I think it's important. It's a
I agree.
different,
I like that, yeah.
we all have that aspect. And all three, like.
Oh, honey, I am the table.
What the fuck that was?
And there it
Do we
is.
want to?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
I mean, do we want to talk about like plans for future for this?
Yeah, I mean, we can.
I mean, my biggest one is getting Lex and Sean to watch the MCU.
I mean, I agree with that. I think Marvel is something
And our
we're
son,
very passionate about and really want to talk about on here, but you guys need to know more.
she's
You can just literally sit on the couch and cuddle and watch it.
that'd be nice. You've watched all of Phase
You
1.
like-
Would you guys
You've watched
want
Iron Man and Iron Man 2.
Okay.
You can cuddle with
Alright,
Anthony and Tom. Be my freaking guest.
You've watched Iron Man and Iron Man 2. I'm pissed we never got to Captain America because you would like
I
Captain.
do like Chris Evans.
I mean, we also want to hear from you guys, whoever is in chat. If you have ideas for the podcast, I mean, right now you can let us know because Lex is on chat. If you have any questions, also, one of the cool things about doing live podcasts is if you guys have questions, you literally can ask us right now and we can answer. I think I got a lot of ideas for future podcast episodes.
I want to hear more about Sean's acid trips. Oh, thanks, Justin.
Justin!
Not a thing. Not a thing. I mean, I think that would be an interesting podcast conversation because But yeah,
Honey, I am the. I'm dying.
God. Yeah. And I think like I said, we gotta just figure out schedule. I mean,
Stop putting me,
Sorry.
Anthony.
weekly would be awesome, but we would have to see if we can make that a possibility.
Figure it out.
We'll
figure it out.
I think we should have a girls only one.
I agree.
Yeah, Anthony.
And you guys can have a guys only one too, honestly. I mean,
That's scary.
I am the host, but I'm saying it because you guys keep making a joke out of it.
Is this all going under Here's the Year?
I mean, yes,
Here's the
this is
here,
the
ladies'
podcast.
choice.
So on the podcast, sometimes it will be all of us. Again, we're missing one key person right now. But
Did he make cookies?
he said he was going to. I don't know if he did.
Did you make cookies?
I haven't heard anyone in the kitchen, so I'm not
Most of the time, it'll be just me.
sure. No.
Can you imagine? I'm your host. Me.
Sometimes it'll be 3, 4, 5, 2, never 1.
That would just be streamed.
Yeah.
Tom responded.
I think that's
No.
He said no.
Who made a big fuss over these damn cookies? And
I was
never
looking
made
so
them.
forward
We have
to
Oreos.
cookies.
We have Oreos.
I want homemade cookies.
Okay, well then we'll have them for Sunday. So yeah, I mean, we never.
I came
so
here for nothing.
what? Yes, nothing. This felt good?
Yeah,
Everyone enjoy
Oh, it
this?
felt fucking great.
Learning things about each other, ourselves. I think it was interesting how like my characters and your characters, Anthony, had that like underlining common theme of rage and trauma and all of that.
And mine and yours as well. Big Ed.
I think it'll be interesting as we keep going in the podcast of you like maybe figuring out a character or two and revisiting that like now that you have this realization of
could
why
be
you
like,
couldn't figure out a character.
You're scaring me.
What's her name?
Hillary Clinton.
Miranda.
Oh.
What? What?
Cosgrove?
I'm not like Miranda. Miranda's very cynical. I am not cynical.
Loki is
Am I
staring
cynical?
at you. No.
Maybe a little bit.
Sometimes.
Miranda?
The redhead, the
Yeah,
lawyer.
that's the one I
Why
meant.
are you staring at me down there?
He says, "Let me."
Or you
out
could be-
of
you could be
hell."
like-
Yeah.
You could be like Samantha standing in the bathroom. Bozo.
I'm Bozo the Bush.
Not at that episode yet.
You got time.
I got time. No, I think this went really well.
Okay.
Alright, well I got my
High five.
my sample outro.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Are we high five?
Oh, sorry.
What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? Alright.
oh yeah.
So
I wasn't done with that.
okay, I got an outro. What? Alright, that was weird. That was my cheesy ending line that I love and I don't care.
Oh, can I read it?
No.
no.
Put such a fuss on us reading one of these. Gosh darn.
Get your feet
And you
off
guys
the
did
mat.
it,
Oh,
so
sorry.
whatever.
You could have that leg.
Thank you guys for joining us for the first of hopefully many
Give me that thing.
episodes
That's
of Here's the
crazy.
Here. As we mentioned before, this... What is happening?
He's got. That's my shoes you wear.
Making
Oh
me
my
feel
God.
self-conscious
Sean, I have large feet for
about
a
my
woman.
giant peen. I'm sorry, feet.
Dude, he wears a 15.
God.
Sorry.
Measuring feet!
Okay,
What's
we're-
happening?
We're
This is
listening.
not a foot
Are those
podcast.
Yes.
Oh my god. Anyway, as I mentioned
I'm at 13.
before, this...
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm gonna say this is probably not the last episode we do live because I
I kinda
kind
like
of
it.
really like the live aspect. But from here on, episodes will be on our soon-to-be YouTube channel as well as possibly Spotify,
This
which
one?
is kind of insane. Yes, this one. What did you think? This is our episode.
I thought it went away.
Oh my god.
I'm scared.
By the way, this episode was not sponsored by anything.
No, we do not have sponsors at the moment. That'll be fucking crazy if we get
Sponsored
some.
by MeUndies.
No, don't say that. No,
Sponsored
no
by
sponsors.
Wellbutrin and
No
clozapine.
sponsor.
By Blue Chew.
Oh my god. Anyway, sponsored by Loki.
Loki.
For more information, please keep an eye on my Discord and social media pages. We'll be figuring out social media for this, possibly this weekend, probably this weekend.
If I know Kaylee, it'll be this week.
It will be this weekend. And just like when we're going to release, how we're going to do it. We'd love to do it weekly, and we're going to see if we can make that happen.
Alex said sponsored by Chaos.
Yes, always
Yeah.
sponsored by Chaos. That is
Sponsored
how
by
it
Alex.
should be. All right. Here's my cheesy
What do
ending
you
line,
want,
but I
you
don't
rat?
care. Oh, Loki.
He's a good
You can
boy.
kind of see him too on the screen. He's like, please love me.
No,
Oh, look at the paws.
he wants to love you.
Oh.
Anthony's allergic to
I was gonna say-
dogs.
Anthony is highly allergic to dogs, but he's in my house with this and my
Yeah.
giant golden. Yeah, until next time, remember that the world may say you're too much, too nerdy, or too emotional, you're not. You're just magical in a world that forgot how to dream. Don't ever lose your magic, misfits. You asshole. I hate you. You read it. You knew it was coming.
Try holding it in. I'm sorry.
Asshole. Don't ever lose your magic, misfits. Don't listen to this asshole. And thank you for joining us. I think we're good. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, that is so cute. All right. The podcast officially is wrapped. This is where
There's
like
a
the
lot
audio.
that you cut out at the end there.
The audio will end. I hate you.
I'm sorry. I didn't read that.
I feel like I need to say the line again because I can't put that in the freaking Spotify version.
Oh, we will.
No! I'm saying the line again. Whoever's on here, you know my Twitch stream. I liked my cheesy fucking line, you asshole.
I'm sorry.
Idiot.
Fine, I'll just shorten it. Until next time.
No, say the whole thing.
No, because you made fun of it. This is the whole point of it. Get the fuck out.
Understandable.
Can you imagine the whole podcast? He's here, the last one line, he's gone. We had to remove Sean.
God damn it. Until next time, remember, the world may say you're too much, too nerdy, or too emotional. You're not. You're just magical in a world that forgot how to dream. Don't ever lose your magic, misfits. Thanks for joining us. Bye, everybody. We lost half our freaking cast. Oh my god.
Alex, thanks for being awesome in chat.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. My voice is absolutely fucking gone, but I'm feeling pretty damn great. For next stream will probably be Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully. And yeah. As always, sending lots and love. My camera's over here, it's so weird. As always, sending lots of love and light to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for coming in, supporting me on something new. I hope you guys had fun tonight. And yeah, have a wonderful night, everybody. I'll catch you in the next stream. Bye.
These damn boys.